I like big fish.
Is there a problem, officer? I'm traveling. Is there a problem, officer? I'm traveling. Is there a problem, officer? I'm traveling.
Well, you're trying to...
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another Sovereign Citizen Watch. I hope you're having a good one, hope your weekend was good, and I hope the start to your week's going well. Hey Halloween Town, how's it going? Let's see what I missed in chat. Fennikagami, thanks for 19 months, says, yeah, 19 months. Marusama with 50 bits says, hello Hannah and Stanas, yesterday was my Bun Rune's birthday. He's 9 years old. I gave him bok choy for the first time and he ate it all before I could take video. Buns love bok choy. Here's a picture instead. I'm excited to see the bun. Oh, happy birthday, Rune. That's so cute. Bubble Homestead, thanks for gifting a sub to the Carpcosian. And Anonymous, thanks for gifting a sub to a little green person. And that catches us up. How's everyone doing? How does it go, fellow internet denizens? I hope you're all having a good day. I did electrolysis earlier. It went pretty well. I got a voice changer. Now I can... Oh god, that's the most annoying thing I could possibly sound like. This was a terrible choice. What about this one?
What do I sound like now? What's your favorite scary movie?
That's not bad. I promise I'm not gonna annoy you guys with that too much. I get it. That's a little doomcock, isn't it? Let me tell you why Kathleen Kennedy is garbage. Not worth it. Not worth it. If I had to choose between those two voices, which would it be? Becoming mute. Becoming mute. What's Doomcock? Oh god. He's a chud that bitches about Star Trek. Hadley Owl, thanks for 100 bits, says happy to be catching live tonight. I'm glad you could make it, and thank you for that 100 bits because it kicks off a hype train. Chat, it's the 31st. This could be the final hype train of the month. Now, I know we're not going to quite get our goal today in terms of subs, that's fine. But we can succeed in this hype train, and if we do that, it won't be for naught. Or something. Don't get the obsession with hating Kathleen Kennedy. I don't either. Like, okay, so I get it. Maybe it's also because I'm not the biggest fan of Star Wars, But to say that it's like all her fault that people haven't liked the Star Wars movies that have come out since Disney, and that's even hit or miss. Like The Mandalorian came out too, and people loved the first season of that. I don't know, just seems weird. It's definitely, at least in part, a sexist thing. Old enough to know better now, thanks for 35 months. Says Monday Hype. Alamet, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs, thank you very much. Getting us over, I think, level 2, which is nice. Ooh, Rageology says, got COVID, thankfully mild symptoms, but I can't see my partner for 2 weeks. That sucks ass. Genuinely, I'm really sorry. Hopefully we can cheer you up a little, give you something to keep your mind off it for the next 3 hours or so at least, with some crazy sob sits. Hope you have a speedy recovery and you can see your partner ASAP. 35% to level 3. He cosplayed it. To be clear, the Nazi bit shoot thing is alleged. That's not for sure. For legal purposes, I need to say that. It's a hypothesis. I think it's a decent hypothesis, but still. Umatsa, thanks for gifting a sub. Old enough to know better now with 50 bits, says, does Twitch Turbo help or hurt creators versus individual subs? I actually don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I would still think I'd get... Maybe? Do I get anything for that? I don't know. I'm actually not sure. You'd think I would know that, being that this is my job. MH Sharkbee says, howdy Hannah, sucks about Paul Rubin. Yeah. Shame he kept his cancer secret. I mean, I understand. He doesn't have to, like, he didn't want to make it a public thing where people were... I understand that. I can respect that. Did I see the video from Armored Skeptic about Power Rangers, and did you check out the trailer for the weird Power Rangers-esque film on Hulu, Smoking Causes Coughing? No, I did not. Very weird. We can take a look at that in a little bit. Holy shit. What the fuck, Purple Pondini? Purple Pondini gives 20,000 bits. What in the fuck? Did you win the lottery? I appreciate it more than you will ever know. God damn. Says, just binge-watched all your BBBQ. I think I got that right, so here's some bits. BBBYQ. But you know what? 20,000 bits, so that can be forgiven. God damn it. Holy fuck, who's doing anonymous subs, too? What the fuck? Eric RPG, thanks for 22 months, says, hi Hannah, hi chat. Anonymous gives 25 tier 1 subs. Holy shitballs, you guys are fucking crazy today. Am I gonna have to add a maid outfit day? Is tomorrow gonna have to be maid outfit? Oh god, level 9 complete. We're so close to level 10. This was out of nowhere. What are you guys doing? Oh god! Ah! Hydrate. I can do that. Did I cover the congressional UFO UAP hearing last Tinfoil Tuesday? I didn't, but I also didn't feel like there was much to talk about. A lot of it is just like people being like, oh hey, I heard a guy say a thing. Bubble Homestead with 200 bits says, I'm helping. Terradona gifts 2 tier 1 subs. Astrofox says, Maid Day. Fuzzy Simba gifts a sub. Jesus fucking Christ. Stormageddon gifts 5 tier 1 subs. Bittergrin says, I'm doing my part. I love and hate you people so much. Oh my god. Thank you. Heathen Child, thanks for gifting a sub. Gnome Pickle says, oh my, I came into the stream on a hype train. Let's get Hannah in costume. There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism. Funny. What does level 20 get us? I don't... God damn it! Vast Lunacy gifts 50 tier 1 subs. Because why not? Jesus Christ, Vast Lunacy. And everyone else. You guys are killing it today. Boy. Well, we might actually make our sub goal this month. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. Apparently everyone's decided to be very, very nice today. Thank you. You can't make me cry. I had a lifetime of training not to cry at all. You think I can't hold in crying on the internet? Oh my god. People getting early paid, maybe? Why? Oh, fuck. Anonymous gifts. What the fuck? Am I like getting? Are people? Is the anonymous person like gonna rug pull and take those back, or did someone seriously just gift 100 fucking subs? God fucking damn it. Well, we beat the sub goal, so. Ah! That's funny, you still didn't get a subs, Eric Shadow. Profane Priestess says, ahoy, Hannah! In chat, fam, I turned in my final essay this morning. All that's left is my school filing, all the bureaucratic, papers. As of midnight Thursday, I'll possess an associate's degree earned with honors. Couldn't have done it without your content to use as background noise, Hannah. So here's some celebratory bits. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Lance the ugly androgyne says, so I'm an Uber driver and one of my passengers told me he and his brother were getting all the paperwork together for joining the Moorish nation. If that's not the phrasing, apologies. I hope the pause after I said the time to argue about rights and jurisdiction is in the court with a lawyer, not in the curb with a man with a gun, means I got through. One can only hope. Gnome Pickles, thanks for gifting a sub to Zarek. Woo! We are close to beating the all-time hype train record. For whatever reason. Random Monday vibes, I guess. Old enough to know better now. Cool sign. It is a cool sign. Chili is not in jail. Chili is not in jail. Dad and Gone. Welcome. Glad you got a sub. What's the name of the playlist I use? Here's a link. It's just royalty-free, public domain music, basically. There's a link. 16% to beat the fucking hype record. Okay, so I guess once this is done, we're gonna have to do a poll. Do we want Made Day today or tomorrow? I'm assuming most of you are gonna say today, but I'm gonna do a poll anyway just to check. Fuck. You know? It was just gonna be a nice, easy Monday. Purple Pondini, don't give me bits you can't afford. Let me be clear about this. You can afford this, correct? Because you have given me 30,000 bits today, and you gave me like 10,000 a few days ago and another 10,000. You're good? You're incredibly generous, and I appreciate it to no end. You have no idea, but like, don't do it if this is in any way harming you. Oh my god. 61% to our fucking hype record. I swear, we're gonna get to the sovereign citizens at some point, guys. We're just dealing with a crazy fucking hype train. End of the month paydays, I guess. Hadley Owl says, in honor of Profane Priestess. Do you guys see my great glasses, by the way? Look at how iridescent. You have a poll for chat. Astroneer or Power Wash Simulator? What's Astroneer? I haven't heard that one. It's not a prescription. These are sunglasses. They're just very clear sunglasses. That's why I like them. Oh my fucking god. Meek gifts 10,000 bits and says, here's some bread for that Roth IRA fund. Don't worry, I have plenty of disposable income. What is happening? Oh god. Altered Undying says, so for the train, it just occurred to me, the book I said I would send you does contain drinking. Should I still send it? That's fine. I don't have problems with depictions. Oh fuck. I don't have problems with depictions of drinking. What the fuck? I've attracted rich benefactors? Apparently! My viewers are all in a completely different tax bracket than me. At least some of them, apparently. Storm again, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Let me see, what was the record previously? Completing level 17. Does it say what the all-time? All-time was level 17, 42%. What level are we even at right now? I can't even see it, because it shows the record thing. We're at 18% to level 17. Okay, we are very close, goddamn. Gnome Pickle says it also helps that you're incredibly sweet and caring, all while bringing attention to real problems. You deserve rich benefactors. I don't know about that, but thank you. Lance says, Ralph Wiggum voice, I'm helping! Standard display name with 95 bits, thank you. God damn. I'm glad I worked today. Yeah, we're like 24, 25% away from beating the all-time record. Okay, so I'll tell you what oh god, I gotta tell you guys, there's a Marcel update, and it's scary. So, you guys know I keep an eye on Marcel's social media, just because, you know, why wouldn't I, since he's been out of jail? Doodle Gazer gifts 1,000 bits, says congrats. 22%. Whew. Okay, anyway, 15 days ago, roughly, or on the 15th, this last month, Marcel posted about basically having a new significant other, finding a girlfriend, and today, which is 16 days later, he did a post about them moving in together. And I looked at her profile, and it is a real profile. And she is a real person. That's gonna go badly. Holly Airy Jack, thanks for continuing your gift sub. 24% with 1.5 minutes left. Oh yeah. Everything in me wanted to message her and be like, you need to run. But it's like, no, this isn't my... She must know. She's also crazy. Like, she has, like, anti-vax stuff and stuff on her Twitter. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with that. Oh, God. I hope Marcel is doing better and that their relationship will be great. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope it all goes great. We don't always get what we want, though. Minute left, 24%. This kind of slaps. I don't think I've ever gotten this far in the playlist before. Are you fucking kidding? Purple Pondini. I just want to point out, I'm pretty sure Purple Pondini has given me enough money in the last week that you could buy, like, a PlayStation 5. I already have one, and I'm not spending money on things that I don't need right now anyway, but just, like, for reference, we did it. That's the record. That is a record-breaking hype train. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do the poll. God damn it. Thank you so much, everyone. This community is nuts, and I couldn't do this without you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. 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 Vote in the poll. I assume today is gonna win, which is fine. Just checking, because often we'll do it the next day, so it's the full time. But we did this pretty early on the stream, so. Oh my god, it's 50-50. That's weird. Oh! Tinfoil Day tomorrow is surprisingly winning. Is this gonna be an upset? People want Conspiracy Made Day? Okay. Can you have one of my rich benefactors? Sure. I'll tell you what. It looks like Tinfoil Made is gonna... You can't make it tomorrow. Fuck. Okay, it was a record. So maybe because it's a record, I can do today and tomorrow. It wasn't a level 20 hype train, but it was a record. So I don't think it's crazy to do 2 days. Baja, could you come up for a second and entertain them while I change into the maid outfit, please? Stormageddon, thanks for 8 months, says, been here since the Bible Reloaded days. Thank you for everything you do. Well, thanks for watching. What? Okay, she'll be up in a sec and then I'll go change. You guys are so fucking awesome. Conspiracy Made Day works because you're cleaning up nonsense. That's most days. But yeah. I don't know if I deserve it, but I appreciate that you all are willing to help out and keep the stream going. Tinfoil made one with 69%. Nice! We're doing both anyway. What level did we get to on the train? 17. We got to a level 17 hype train. So we're getting 2 maid days, including today once Baja gets up here so I can change. Old enough to know better now says, I still need you and Jake to tell me how the story ends in the Bible. I have no other frame of reference. Okay, so Jesus dies, and then Peter shows up and is like, hey, what if I make up a bunch of other shit and say I talked to Ghost Jesus and said, like, totes, he told me all this other stuff. And then revelation happens. The end. Paul. Funny. Woo! Hello. Alright, everyone. My wife is here to entertain you and answer all your burning questions about whatever you want.
Oh, I am.
I'll be right back once I change into the main outfit. Here, back.
Hello, chat. I'm gonna turn that fan off. Thank you, Marasama. MH Dark B says, sorry, had to talk to my DM. He okayed my super rare magic item. I'm assuming that was directed towards Hannah, but I'm glad that you got to have your super rare magic item. Hannah always has this so loud. Ania Kai. Yeah, the hype train was ridiculous. It was crazy. It was incredible. Everyone did a crazy hype train. Hannah promised that I would answer your burning questions, so if you guys have questions. Zarek Shadow asks, how do we know the dinosaurs existed and that the devil didn't put them there to trick us into believing in evolution? So basically, you can date the rocks that surround where the dinosaur fossils come out of. And since it's all consistent, then, you know, they are from that time. Gnome Pickles asks, how is the PhD study going? It's going. I just submitted a draft of my manuscript to my committee just to show my progress, and hopefully at some point gonna get that published. It'll be a first author paper, and then I can finish up my thesis and defend. Any advice for grad school? I start next year and I'm super nervous. Like, it depends on what subject you're in. But grad school is rough. Like, it's really rough. I'd not experienced it in a master's or anything. I went straight to a PhD program. But holy moly, it's hard. It really takes, like, everything out of you. Especially if you're doing, like, a STEM field. Like, I can't even explain to you the number of times I've just had complete mental breakdowns. And that's how everybody is that I know. Is Hannah as much of a bottom as she claims, Baja? Yeah. Yes. What's the best way to burn? Fueled with oxygen. Hypothetically, I guess. Oxygen is very flammable. What temperature does lithium burn at? I have absolutely no idea. How long does second puberty take? Oh. That's something that I don't have the answer to. Probably just as long as first puberty takes. Let's see. How much longer does it go on until you get your PhD? However long it takes. Did you see the Harvard reverse aging study? Yes. We actually went over it in one of my lab meetings. I was the person that led the lab meeting that week, and so we went over the article. My humble, as a grad student, opinion is they didn't reverse aging. They reversed things that they think are aging. So they basically pseudo-aged mice. So did a bunch of random mutations all over to simulate aging, and then they used, I can't remember if it was a chemical inhibitor or what they were using, but they treated with that and said, oh look, the mice are not old anymore, like they're fine now. But they didn't try that in an aged mouse. And I think that was the Sinclair lab. And there have been a couple of other things that have come from the Sinclair lab that weren't convincing. Phoenix asks, what is your PhD in? It's going to be in genetics. My specific thesis is looking at better understanding stem cell development using mouse embryos as a model. So are you familiar with chromosome 2 fusion as an indicator that we came from basal primates? Yes, I am familiar with that. There are a lot of interesting things looking at karyotypes, like even just at a cursory level. So a karyotype is basically just taking whole chromosomes from cells and then staining them to see what they look like, what shape they are, how long they are. And you like pair them all up, and you can compare like human karyotypes to like chimp karyotypes. And even just from like that very outer view, you can tell, oh, this chromosome has very similar banding to like this chromosome from a primate, except it looks like it was doubled, like stacked on top of each other. It's really interesting. That stuff is really cool, and a lot of it is how they tell, you know, ancestors and like most recent common ancestors and stuff. We need to have a stream with Broha in a maid costume. What say you, Baja? I don't think it would fit him. And that's up to him. I think Broha is kind of shy. I don't want to speak for him, but I've always known him. He is my younger brother as being very shy and not sure how he would feel about that. Favorite movie you've seen with Hannah recently? If you're talking about in theater, the only movie we've seen in theater in a really long time is Barbie, and I thought that was really good. Would you like a Jacob's Ladder in the house? I don't know what that is, off the top of my head. Do you have to stalk him? Oh, that's not directed towards me. Favorite dessert? Oh goodness. I found vegan Superman ice cream recently over in like a suburb of Detroit. Delicious. I would say right now that's my favorite dessert. Hello.
Hello?
Is it okay if I read a couple more things? You're on the last stretch. I know from experience how hard the last stretch is. You'll get there. Thank you. What the hell is second puberty? When people are taking hormone replacement therapy. So like Hannah, you have second puberty.
What context did that come up in?
Someone was asking how long second puberty lasts.
God.
Would you say the stress of grad school is worth it? I don't want to comment. When will you create a mice of atomic super mice that will take over the globe? Never. Favorite dinosaur? Triceratops. How high can the percentage of CO2 be in a space before it's breathable for humans? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let Hannah have things back. Thanks for the questions, everyone. That was entertaining.
Someone asked about something bottom. Don't ask questions about me, chat. How dare you? How dare you?
Don't listen to her.
That's why they're here. They're here to listen to me. I'm very serious. Boo. Love you too. Thank you. Love you too. Alright, hey everyone. Sorry that the intro to the show is longer than usual today. But you know how it is when you wear a cat outfit because a bunch of people who view you on a regular basis decided to give you a bunch of money for no reason on a random Monday. Happens to everyone. Alright, so let's get into it. I'm like a cat-made librarian. That checks multiple boxes. Alright, let's get into it. What are we gonna start with? Let's just get into it. Some classic, simple, no frills, traffic stop bullshit.
Don't give a fuck who you taking in custody, fuckboy. I would like a sergeant on scene now. I want sergeant on scene now.
Sergeant Unseen sounds like a pilot to a failed 80s, like, cop show, where he's a cop, but he can turn invisible for, like, 5 minutes at a time. Sergeant Unseen. Doon, 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 doon. And then, like, his friend, he has, like, a friend, and the friend is blind. That feels like the kind of thing an 80s show would do. He's invisible, and his friend is blind. Irony. It would have a killer theme song, though. And I think the cop would be played by Scott Bakula.
Putting that on YouTube? Oh yeah, it's already. I already got half of it already uploading.
I know, Astro Fox. I was making a joke. That's called a joke.
YouTube. Already half of it is uploading YouTube. It's a nice thing about cloud accounts, man. Yeah. Smile for YouTube, definitely. Smile for fucking Facebook too. Smile for every fucking social media site, because you're going on it.
I don't understand why you're so angry.
Because you're fucking approaching me, you won't leave me alone. And now you're telling me...
Business, you have no
Yeah.
license plates on your car.
Oh, I don't care. We're on private property right now. We're on private property. I don't care.
It doesn't look like you're on private property. It looks like you're in your car, which is private property, but you're driving it on public roadways, which allows police to stop you. Gnome Pickles says, Sergeant Unseen, doo-doo-doo, no one can see him, dee-dee-doo, his partner doesn't know, doo-doo-dee, cause he can't see a thing. It's not Magnum P.I. We can put that in like a 8:30 time slot. Fox'll buy it. H-Baird with 31 months says, squeaked in at the end of the month.
Okay, we're suspicious. I haven't committed a crime.
I don't know that.
I don't give a fuck what you know. Alright, what witness identifies me as a suspect of the crime you're suspecting me of?
Owner of the business called it in, sir.
Oh yeah, they did? Because I fucking have a client here, and they said they didn't call shit in. So now you're a fucking liar too. Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Now you're a fucking liar too.
Have him put his car in front of... Have him put his car in front.
I will provide no fucking identification. Fucking look at this guy. Look at this guy.
A Japanese guy paid nearly $16,000 for this. Eat your heart out, fellow furries. Is this the guy with the dog suit? Yeah. I'm happy for him. I'm horrified for myself, but I am happy for him if that's what he wants to do, I guess. I'm horrified, though. Like, to me, and this is, again, hey, he's not hurting anyone as far as I know. So cool. But just in terms of, like, visceral, like, anthropomorphic furries, sure. Okay. I kind of get what's going on there. Like, a cute, cartoony aesthetic. Sure. Why does he just straight up want to be, like, a real dog? Like, he's not a furry, he wants to be an animorph. Like, he just wants to literally be a dog. Alright. I say in cat ears.
That this is all unnecessary, sir, and you're actually now going to take up a lot of research.
It is not unnecessary. It is not unnecessary. Where's my fucking glasses, man? Look what this guy's doing. See that?
Put your bumper almost close to his, that way you can't...
Did I see the rave at the Nazi fur con? No.
I can
Why
do
would
what
I
the
have
fuck
seen
ever
that?
I want, but you can shoot. You can shoot.
I don't want you reaching around to that car.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for. Tell him to shut his fucking light off in my face, then. Cause I'm looking for my glasses.
We are, as we speak, being placed on YouTube, so...
Okay.
I've already wished him a Merry
What's your name, public servant?
Huber.
Huber what?
Yep.
Well, let me see some cards. Let me have a card. I would like a business card.
I will when we're all set.
Oh, no, we're not all said and done. The public is asking for a card. You're a public servant. You're on duty. Give me your card.
Listen, my badge number is 526. My name is Deputy Huber, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Deputy Huber, 526.
Yes, sir.
What department's this?
Pierce County.
Okay, Pierce County. Just turn the fucking flight on my face, fucking asshole.
Do you understand?
Where's the sergeant? I'd like a sergeant. It is necessary. My rights are necessary. I will not relinquish them for no fucking body. My rights are important to me. I'm an American. You will not take them from me.
You're right.
The only way you're gonna get my rights is if.
Sir, but I'm
Yeah.
also here to protect the citizens.
Okay. And tell
I'm
me
gonna
what
pause the
citizen I.
notifications, because they'll literally just, if I keep these notifications on, they're just gonna be going the whole stream. So I'm just gonna turn those off for now.
fucking have hurt or have restricted from movement.
How's your morning going, sir?
It's not going good now.
How come?
Because you're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah, you are.
No, sir.
Well, your identification of fucking with me is different than mine.
No. I'm here just to make
Definition?
sure you're okay and also check on your welfare.
Okay, and you're also lying about the fucking people calling and reporting me because they didn't.
Hydrate.
Not the owners of this place. Maybe the owners of the other place right over there. But this isn't their property.
Well, regardless, I come here to investigate suspicious.
Fucking bright ass light,
I
man.
come here. Your vehicle has no plate on it. The VIN's covered. You got damage to your.
Damn right the VIN's covered. Why the fuck I need to let y'all know who the fuck I am?
Because it's the law. When you're on public roadways in a vehicle, like at all times your VIN is supposed to be visible by law. Just for the record. It's there to identify to make sure your car isn't stolen
You know.
or involved in any other things that they could look up.
I got nothing to hide from. I got nothing to hide from. But I don't care, man. I'm not gonna give you
I
a.
would really appreciate your cooperation.
It's not gonna happen. And I would like a fucking.
Taking the servant part of the public servant too literally. Oh, they all do.
Sergeant on scene right fucking now.
About my business.
I would like a sergeant on scene right fucking now.
I would much rather be drinking my hot coffee.
I don't give a fuck what you'd rather. I'd much rather you be drinking your hot coffee too. Leave me the fuck alone. I'd much rather you be doing that too, man. This is private property. Get the fuck out of here. And like you're fucking trespassing right now, and you're harassing a fucking citizen.
He's not trespassing. That's not how this works. He's standing in public.
So you do know I'm gonna file charges against you, right? And this is all on camera. I will follow your code of conduct that I will go to, get the state statutes, and file formal charges against you. And every single person that dares violate my rights, privileges, or anything. I'm an American. That means something. You're a public servant.
You're an American. Okay, a lot of people are. Like 350 million people are. Who the fuck cares? You're in America. There are police. We know about this.
You've taken an oath.
You don't have to go to jail.
I'm not going to go to jail, and if you do take me to jail...
Ooh, toddler tantrum. I'm not going to go to jail.
Fucking paid for it.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know, sir. All I'm looking for is your
I
cooperation.
fucking please take me to jail, man, so I can get paid. I really want to fucking go to jail so you can pay me.
A minimum. I'm asking you to provide me with
No.
your name and
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, you're
No.
under arrest.
All right, well, I'm not gonna do nothing until you break this fucking window and take me out of the car. Cause
Oh, don't
yeah,
say
I'm gonna
that.
get paid for this one.
That is very much a possibility. That's something that will
Okay,
happen.
for obstructing what?
Get here.
All right.
Unfortunately, unless
Yep.
you cooperate.
No, I want the sergeant here fucking on scene right now. I'm not doing nothing. I don't even want to answer another question until a sergeant's here. I want to fucking want a sergeant here right now.
I said toddler tantrum.
The public has requested his
Similar, though.
appearance.
Cole. Did you say your first name is Christopher?
Where's the sergeant?
Oh, he's on his way, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. I want to talk to sergeant, not you anymore.
What's that? Do you have one? Oh, these are screws. Would you like?
Tell you what, you got soda? I'll give you an ID. I'm fucking thirsty.
I don't understand why you're so angry.
Because I know. Because
You know, compared to the guy we watched the other day who wanted $100 for every question, a can of soda's honestly a deal.
y'all
Guy
think
doesn't know the market value, apparently.
that I have to surrender my rights no matter what, and I have to listen to your authority no matter what. You are a public servant. You are here to serve the public.
You aren't the public. You are an individual in the public. The public at large is different than you, a public individual. This is an easy concept to understand. I don't even understand how you could not get it, if I'm being honest.
Man, you're fucking terrorists, bro. Y'all are fucking terrorists, man. Y'all are straight up terrorists. Yo, see, look at what's going on right here, everybody. Fucking 5 fucking cops or 4 cops.
You literally asked for more cops to come because you wanted to talk to the supervisor. Did you think that wasn't going to involve more cops showing up?
Oh, only 4.
You were just going to tag out?
All right, only 4 so far. Yeah, there's more last time. This ain't the first time I've dealt with Spanaway
Your
cops.
steering wheel.
Welcome,
I
reptilian
totaled the
dueler.
car. That's why I'm at the fucking mechanic shop. Fucking idiot.
On Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I didn't fucking. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my car's been totaled for like 3 days, dude. I sleep in my car. I'm sitting right here. because they let me sleep right here until I get my insurance money, and they fucking towed his car. So now you have a little bit of my life, but you're still not getting my name.
It sucks that people in the shittiest situations fall for this stuff. They're already vulnerable, and then they hear people on the internet tell them a bunch of bullshit, and then it helps them slip further and further into poverty. And, like, on a lot of levels, that's shitty. A lot of levels, that's on society, that people that desperate can, like, get to that situation where there are no avenues of help, and that gets them to, like, fall for bullshit. But also, it's like, damn, like, as much as the system reinforces poverty, you're really, really making it worse for yourself by doing this.
Woo! I'm cold.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, go get in your fucking car and leave me alone. You won't be cold no more. Obey your fucking oath that you are fucking contracted to upheld.
Contracted?
Yeah, I'm insulated because you fucking don't follow your oath, you douchebag.
Got him.
Fucking terrorists. Grow a fucking brain. Yeah. Fucking ISIS, man, done invaded y'all's department.
Well, 9/11 was an inside job, he says. That's what the bumper sticker says.
Just want to see if we get a window.
Stick your
break.
nose in other people's affairs. Yep.
And technically we don't have to, but we just...
Yeah, technically you don't have to. No, yeah, you do fucking have to, bro. You're a public servant. You do have to bring your fucking sergeant on scene, dude. And you do have to present identification to me, too.
Paraphernalia in your doorway?
Hey, what? What paraphernalia?
The tinfoil.
Oh, no, some weed? Yeah, okay.
I'm not talking about the weed.
Are you in a state where that's legal?
I'm talking about the tinfoil.
Oh, this is weed. Yeah, this is weed.
Alright, I thought Tinfoil Tuesday was tomorrow, but I guess so.
How old are you?
I'm fucking 10 years old, bro. 10 years old, and I've been fucking your wife. I'm a 10-year-old banging your wife, man.
10 years old.
What in the world kind of insult is that? You're a 10-year-old banging his wife. So you're banging his wife as a 10-year-old, so his wife is a pedophile. I've never heard a worse constructed insult than that, which is saying a lot. Oh my god.
Banging my wife.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now. Hold on. No key in my ignition. And I'm about to smoke some weed.
Are you gonna smoke weed in front of the cops? Like, at the steering wheel? Like, even if it's legal here, you're not supposed to do— Oh my god, is he smoking weed in front of the cops in a driver's seat during a traffic stop? Oh my god, he is! Ah! You know, on some level, you almost got to applaud how fucking stupid he is, you know? That's like— that's pretty impressive.
Under the influence.
Like, talk about not reading the room.
Yeah, I'm in control of my total vehicle at the mechanic shop that my car has been at for days. On private property, I have committed a crime of control.
Open the door now or it's going to be busted.
All right. Well, you got. All right. So you got bust.
Open it now or it's going to be busted.
All right. It's coming open. It's coming open. I don't want you.
Open it
Yeah.
up.
It's coming open.
Step out.
Oh, sure. Yep. All right. All right. Here we go.
That's where it cuts. This is now another video. It's a compilation.
Comfortable with that.
Cops are so unnecessarily rough. Like, that had nothing to do with needing to get him out of the vehicle. Once he opened the door voluntarily, like, they didn't have to do that. They could have just gotten him out. They were mad. They were mad at him and they took it out on him. And I get it, he's an asshole. On a personal level, of course you would think he's a douchebag. But as a cop, you should not be taking your personal anger about this dumbass out on him. That's not how this works. It's not how it should work, at least, but whatever.
How it is? How you doing today? Can I get your name and
With the Addison Police Department.
can I get
Can
your
I see
badge
driver's
number?
license and proof of insurance,
Can I
please?
get your badge number?
It's 210. Can I see your driver's license and proof of insurance?
Okay. Let me ask you a question. As a man, what right do you have to stop another man?
He's a cop. You're on a public road.
Sir,
I assume he has some sort of reasonable articulable suspicion for pulling you over, like you don't have a license plate, or he ran your plates and they're either expired, or you don't have a license, or the car isn't registered, or you don't have insurance,
let me see your driver's license
or he saw you do some sort of traffic infraction.
and proof of insurance.
Oh, very lucky, Baja.
As a
I
man,
hope I get some orange kitty snuggles later.
and I'm asking you as a man, what right do you have to stop another man?
The state of Texas is giving me the right to enforce the law.
Enforce
You
the
were
law?
speeding. You were doing 50 in a 40-mile-an-hour speed zone.
I'm speeding.
Okay, so you were speeding, allegedly.
Did you realize in the state of Texas that speeding in and of itself is not illegal?
That's almost certainly not true.
Okay, sir, let me see your driver's license.
I understand that there are primary and secondary offenses. Speeding, I think, is generally a primary offense. What are you talking about?
License and proof of insurance, please.
Well,
Sir, I'm going to tell you one more time. I need
Okay.
your driver's license and proof of insurance, please.
all right.
Otherwise, I'm going to charge you with failure to identify.
Okay. I'm still having to ask you a question here.
Okay. That's not how this works. Let
That
me see your
is how it
driver's
works.
license, proof of insurance, please.
Either that or I'm going to have to ask you to get your supervisor because I'm still asking you some questions here.
Let me see your driver's license
So
and proof of
I would
insurance.
like to know why you stopped me. Because stopping me
Okay,
for
sir, you were
speeding
traveling 50
in and
miles an
of
hour
speeding
in a
in and
40
of
mile
itself
speed zone.
is not a crime.
You
According
can take that up with
to
the judge.
It's something that you could be stopped and ticketed for.
according to the state of Texas, the
Like, I don't know if it's a criminal violation or if it's just considered like a traffic violation, but regardless, it is actionable. I've talked about this before on stream, but I think a lot of this is semantic issues. And they think that crime, the colloquial meaning, is the same as the official meaning. Like, there are things that are illegal that are crimes, there are civil infractions, there are traffic infractions. These can all be actionable and enforceable things, but they're not all technically crime. Crime is a specific category of illegal. So you can have a law that you broke that isn't necessarily a criminal violation, but it can be a traffic violation, a moving violation.
actual it is the oh, you know, the attorney general, not the attorney general, but the prosecutor, yeah, the
Let me see
DA.
your driver's license and proof
So
of
the
insurance, please.
DA is the one that stated on page 19 that speeding in and of itself is not a crime.
Sir, I need
It
to
is
see your
not
driver's
illegal.
license and proof of insurance,
And I am
please.
not going to. Do you have a warrant for my arrest?
No.
Then
That's not how this works.
obviously, if you do not have a warrant for my arrest, then you do not have the right to ask me
I'm
for
about
any
to place
of
you under arrest. I need
That's absolutely insane. That's not how anything works. Like, if I've used this example before, he thinks, like, if a cop just stumbled upon a bank robbery, someone holding a gun to the bank teller, Dark Knight style, you think that that cop doesn't have the right to arrest that person because they don't have an arrest warrant? What?
needs your
Okay,
driver's license, proof of insurance.
then you'll falsify putting me under arrest, and then that is going to be illegal on your part,
Sir,
and
here's
then
my cover.
then you're going to impound my car, which will be illegal,
24 hours.
and then I'm asking
Discordant Vol, thanks for 24 months, as Judge Dredd enters the server.
you
I am
to
the law.
state what right do you have as a man to stop another man.
Sir, I need to see your driver's license and proof of insurance, please.
Okay,
Take your meds.
do you have a warrant for my arrest?
Sir, I'm asking for your driver's
Do
license.
you
and
have
proof
a
of insurance.
warrant
You can
for my
provide that to me?
arrest? If you do not have a
Sir,
warrant
you
for
Gnome Pickle says, "Curse you, crazed gunman. I'm gonna go see a judge and get a signed order so I have permission to deal with you."
my
provide that to
arrest, then this is a custodial stop. Am I
You're
free to
detained.
go?
This is not custodial. You're detained.
I'm being detained, right?
Yes.
Am I under arrest?
You are not at this moment. Can I see
Okay.
your driver's license? and
Now
insurance?
you're saying that I am being detained.
You are being detained
For what reason?
because you were violating the speed limit.
Speed limit is not a crime in the state
It
of
is.
Texas. No, it's
What do you think limit means? Like, why do you think it's even posted? You think it's a recommendation? Like, oh, we think you should go about this fast.
not.
Traffic code.
No, according to the traffic code. Okay, let's look at the traffic code. I have
Sir, can I
read
see
the
your driver's
traffic
license
code.
and proof of insurance,
The
please?
traffic code states that all
Around and around in circles. It genuinely feels like half the time they're just trying to burn the officer out so they let him go.
traffic laws are for people operating a commercial vehicle. I am not operating a commercial vehicle. This is not a commercial vehicle. I am not operating a commercial vehicle at all.
Sir, let me see
I
your
do
driver's
not have
license
to
and
have
insurance.
a commercial vehicle. I do not have to operate it with a license with a commercial vehicle or anything like that. So in the state
Sir,
of Texas, the
what is your
laws
name, sir?
only apply
Sir, what is your
to
name?
the laws only apply to vehicles that
Sir.
have. That's fine.
What
Y'all
is
are
your
going.
driver's- I need to see your driver's license.
I wouldn't fuck with any cop just because cops are scary. Why would you fuck with a cop in Texas? God. Peacockosaur says sovereign citizens could learn a lot from this guy. A succulent Chinese meal? This is Democracy Manifest.
Sit down inside the car. We're not assuring anything. We're under arrest.
Look, I'm under what?
Come on.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car.
Oh, good luck, Phoenix.
What
Hopefully it
is
works
the
as well
charge?
for you as it
Eating
does
a
for me.
meal? A succulent Chinese meal. Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir.
A succulent
Oh.
Chinese meal?
Ah, yes. I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare get your hands off me. Ta-ta and farewell.
So I guess get him in the car.
You, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Then we have another cop pulling up, and I'm
Sir!
sitting here asking
Sir!
them the same
What
thing.
is
I
your
need
name?
you to stand down and
Oh, mistakes were made.
get your.
Oh my god, this cop is... No. See what I mean? Texas cop. All cops scary. Texas cop, extra scary. He's been thinking about this for years. He wants to do this. There's no hesitation with this cop. This cop has ran this through in his head 10,000 times. He's excited.
Then we have another cop pulling up, and I'm
Sir!
sitting here asking
Sir!
them the same
What
thing.
is
I
your name?
need you to stand down
Oh god, look at this shit.
and get your.
Fucking pathetic, man.
Open your window now, or I'm gonna bust it out.
Now you're going. Okay, I need you to call and I need you to get your supervisor
Sir,
out
I need your
here.
driver's license
I
and
need your
proof of insurance.
supervisor out here. I need your supervisor. I am asking him for his supervisor.
Oh, the camera wasn't pointed when he did it. That's a shame. I always like to see the window smash. Look at the technique, you know?
I am asking you for your supervisor. Okay, officer, I am asking you for your supervisor.
Wow, that guy didn't skip a beat. He's not bothered at all by what just happened. Kind of shockingly so. It's interesting. Kind of feels like that's maybe not the first time that's happened to him. He just kind of, yep, that happened. H-Baird says, Mole Ninja mode activate.
To come out here, now you have busted my vehicle up, and now you are going to detain me. You are illegally getting into my vehicle, and now you have taken my phone.
On the ground. On the ground.
Jesus Christ.
10:24.
I think that's it. I don't think anything else happens. Nutty! Speaking of window smashes, this whole Kia thing has got my friend's window busted twice this month alone. Kia thing? What? No idea. Let's do a courtroom one, maybe? I've not heard of the Kia challenge. I assume it's some stupid TikTok bullshit. Avant Gardner, thanks for 16 months. Kias can still be hot-wired so people steal them and joyride with them? That's fucking disgusting.
You have a video, sir?
Yes, hello?
Yikes.
You have a video, Mr. Lockhart?
I'm trying to... Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Hang on. Okay. Yes.
You've been here before, correct?
Yeah, I've been here before.
And you filed some kind of motion. Have you filed any?
What's that?
Have you made any kind of filings on your behalf?
Yeah, quite a few.
This is the city of Detroit versus Jamil Amir
Michigan.
Lockhart, case number.
SP12180.
Amit Gardner says, off topic, saw Barbie yesterday. Fantastic. Even as a kid guy, I had a nice little cry a couple times. Kid guy.
0611 SP1218072 counts 1 and 2.
Sis. Okay, there we go.
SP1
was wondering.
4.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
7 8. Strike that.
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was fun.
9 count 1 2 and 3. SX37829611.
Appearance for the record, please. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so I am Jamil of the family Lockhart.
I'm gonna wait to watch Oppenheimer until it's out on like home video, Blu-ray.
The motions that I filed and the documents that I've filed have all been trying to ascertain the jurisdiction of this court.
This has been tried 10 trillion times. Let me say this for any sovereign citizen. I know I'm speaking into the void here, but never in the history of SovCit bullshit has this jurisdiction shit worked. If the alleged crime took place in the geographical area that is the court's jurisdiction, and you committed the kind of infraction, for instance, criminal versus civil, and you are in the correct court that is the venue for that, then they have jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is not some ethereal thing you're going to have some philosophical debate about in the courtroom. They have jurisdiction if you got caught and arrested for a crime or whatever in the geographical location that is their purview. There was no argument here. There was no, oh, I'm special, I'm a secret special guy that doesn't have, the laws don't apply to me. It's never worked. Shut up.
And I don't understand the nature and cause of the action against me. And I'm trying to understand under what jurisdiction the court intends to proceed. First of all, is this going to be a civil or a criminal
sir, you're under the jurisdiction of D's
action?
Criminal.
Okay.
Punishable. Misdemeanors punishable by 93 days in jail up to maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and $500 in fine for each of the misdemeanor counts.
Okay, so Your Honor, the Constitution grants
Oh God. This fucking kid.
this court.
Hold on. Listen, Mr. Sanchez, you have to be quiet, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, the Constitution grants this court 2 criminal jurisdictions. One is criminal jurisdiction under the common law, and one is a criminal jurisdiction under admiralty or military tribunal.
No, this is not a military tribunal. Surprisingly, your misdemeanor counts are not being handled in a military tribunal because you're not in the military, as far as I know.
From Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 of the Constitution. So in which of these 2 criminal jurisdictions does the court intend to try me?
Sir, this is something. Where is your motion, sir?
There's a motion filed there. It's a motion to dismiss based on lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. I'm going to set a bench trial.
How long did it take the Sovsit guy to, like, find all the bullshit fake Sovsit sources to pull together this argument? And then it took the judge 5 seconds to say, no, none of that's true. No. Denied. It's one of the rare instances where it takes less effort to debunk bullshit than it does to make it. Feels kind of nice.
Or jury trial if you choose. Which one would you want to have?
Okay, Your Honor, under...
Oh no! That was final. That was not up for debate.
What grounds, what facts and findings and conclusions of law are you denying that motion to dismiss? I'm trying to understand the jurisdiction of the court. You have not disclosed it to me. I'm asking you about...
I believe the precedent is found in the case Baja versus Dees.
Check the court rules, sir.
Well, Your Honor, the Sixth Amendment grants me the right to understand the nature and cause of any action brought against me, and it grants you the duty to inform me. So I don't think you would be breaching your oath of office if you were to inform me under which jurisdiction this court intends to proceed. In order for me to intelligently defend myself without
I think we're past that point.
Attorney,
that ship is
I
sailed.
need to understand which jurisdiction the court intends to proceed to conduct
you have a very good attorney on the line, Mr. Elwood Terry. If you want to speak to him in a breakout room, I can give you that opportunity. Other than that, I'm going to set a bench trial or a jury trial in the matter.
Okay. Please let the record show that I have.
There's a stenographer there probably. If not, you're on video, so you're fine.
Attempted to understand or to ask what is the jurisdiction of the court is operating under, and it appears that the court is operating under a secret jurisdiction.
Oh God!
Maybe only known to bar members and licensed attorneys. So let the record show that I am trying to understand jurisdiction and nature of cause against me, and the court has denied me that information.
I'm not denying you the information. The information is public information, sir. The information is outlined in the Michigan court rules. You need to read the Michigan court rules, and you can find out jurisdiction. It'll tell you everything about jurisdiction. That's entirely public information. You can go online and type in the court rules, the whole book, that ascertain it to you online.
Sir, the Sixth Amendment grants
I'm not
to
required
inform me of the nature and cause of any action.
You have been informed. You're being informed.
Against me.
I'm assuming this is the arraignment. That's the point.
And right now, you are denying me that right.
I'm going to tell you, sir, don't speak over me. You want me to inform you of the nature and cause of the action. You're charged with driving drive while license not valid or improper on 7/3/2020 runaround.
Okay, so he doesn't have a driver's license. He was driving without a license. Shocking.
4:29 p.m. in the area of Jefferson and St. Albans in the city of Detroit. That's punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. The other charges, no insurance misdemeanor. On the same date and time, you were operating, the allegation says you were operating a vehicle in that area, of which is a 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit, and could not provide or did not have the necessary insurance required on that motor vehicle. That punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine. On 9/11/2021 at 2:57 p.m. or thereabouts in the area of Jefferson and Riopelle, you are not. The allegation is that you were driving the same 2011 Jaguar in the city of Detroit without the proper registration on that vehicle. That punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500.
Sir, I understand the
maximum possible. Don't interrupt me, sir.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
On the same date, 9/11/2021, around 2:57, same date and time.
Literally 9/11.
It is alleged that you were driving in that area in the city of Detroit, in Jefferson and Riopelle. You're driving that 2011 Jaguar without a valid driver's license. You drove while license not valid or improper. That's the allegation. And that is punishable by 93 days in jail. The maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines.
Consider yourself informed of the charges.
And on the same date and time, it is alleged that you were asked to provide proof of insurance on that vehicle, for which the allegation is that you did not provide that insurance, sir. And that penalty for driving an vehicle without the proper insurance is punishable by maximum penalty.
The setup they have for this Zoom cord is so terrible. It just randomly keeps cutting because people are making noises. Okay, I need to get back to the crazy guy.
Specific. So I cannot. I'm asking you a very specific question, and it is this a criminal jurisdiction under common law, or is it a criminal jurisdiction under military tribunal?
Under military tribunal.
Let's move on to the next person.
Sir, please answer that. It can only be one or the other.
You'll leave me no choice but to hold you in contempt. I'm asking you a specific question.
I do not wish to be held in contempt. I am trying to exercise.
I do not wish to be held in contempt.
Right? I can show you Constitution is exercise of the Constitution.
I think the judge has heard of the Constitution.
Right, cannot be converted into a crime, sir.
Sir, the way you speak to the court is via motion. Okay? If you have a motion that I've already denied one of your motions, if you have another motion presented
under what basis? Under what grounds have you denied my motions?
It's not my job to explain to you all of the court rules, sir.
So there's only two jurisdictions this court can operate under.
Just like any other, you're going to be treated just like any other lawyer that comes in this courtroom. Okay? So you have to know the rules.
Yeah, so I'm not trying to seek legal advice or ask you what the rules are. I'm asking you a very specific question. There can only be two jurisdictions under criminal law. And is it under common law or is it admiralty law?
I'm not here to
is there an where is the party in this action in this case?
All right. Let's get the other people that are here for review out of here. All right, let's go back on the record for Mr. Jamil Lockhart.
He thinks this is a silver bullet. Unfortunately, it's pointed at his
Yes.
head.
All right. So, this is the last time I'm going to say this. I'm not going to continue to go back and forth with you regarding court rules and all that. If you want to represent yourself, you're going to be required and you're going to be held to the same standards as anybody else, lawyer or otherwise, non-lawyer that comes into court. So with that being said, sir, I'm going to offer you either a trial for this matter, and you have the absolute, let's just set a jury trial, so we don't even have to ask him whether he wants a trial or a jury trial. We'll set him up a trial date. And all of those positions that you have, if you put it in a motion, we'll set a motion hearing date. She needs an arm. She has
We're getting there, Chad, I promise. He gets a bench warrant.
So
He does get a contempt of court charge.
if you are setting a motion hearing date, you are doing so without my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me. And
It was explained to you. First name bunch of number says, the worst part is he probably thinks the judge is only getting upset because he's so close to proving they have no jurisdiction over him. Oh, probably. People are crazy, unfortunately.
I cannot move forward until I have these questions answered. These are basic questions that you are obligated under the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not obligated to answer any of that stuff. I told you, I gave you the answer to that stuff by looking in the court rules. You're obligated to know the rules.
Sir, what you mentioned is statutory law. And if we are proceeding under some kind of statutory law, I motion that we dismiss for lack of a
motion denied
sworn complaint or anything signed by injured party. And in fact, where is the injured party?
The state. The state is
the officer present, and who is the injured party in this case?
The officer is not required to be present today. It is a pretrial date. I'll hold that dismissal motion in abeyance until the date of trial. If the date of trial, if there's no signed complaint on the date of trial, then we will dismiss by no signed complaint. So I'll give the city an opportunity to come up with a signed complaint.
I'm sorry, is this I would imagine that's what the ticket is. It's weird that the judge is even saying that. I'd imagine that's what the ticket basically is. But maybe the judge, no, I don't know.
The injured party here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, well, sir, I move that we either dismiss this case or move this case to federal court. If the city
move it to federal court. Need to go to federal court for this traffic violation.
Plaintiff or injured party, they cannot also be the judge and prosecutor.
File a motion on that, sir. If you're saying that I do have a signed complaint for SP 1218072 counts 1 and counts 2. I do have a signed complaint for SX 3782961.
Okay, so they do have it.
Well, that brings me back to my original question. Is this a statutory proceeding? Because if there is, there would have to be an international contract or agreement.
No!
And I would implore the prosecution to put that agreement on the record and explain how I am party to it.
Listen, young man, you got to go do your homework, okay? And it appears that you're taking this position and you're adamant about this position, and you're free to do that. Now, whether you're going to win at this position, that's going to be up to what you say in your brief, and how it relates to the law, and we'll make a decision on that stuff. Okay? But at this point, you need to educate yourself, because you seem like a very articulate, educated young man. You need to educate yourself on court rules and procedure.
Discordant Vol says the thing is the judge has to be very careful with his words because of his obligations. This kid has way more latitude.
And until you get the procedure proper, until you get it correct, then we can't talk, because we have to be speaking the same language. Okay?
I mean, that's the main thing I'm trying to understand here, sir. Is this a common
So
law
I'm
criminal procedure
I've given you some direction on.
Well, sir, I don't know which rules. If you could tell me where I could find the rules for
I
criminal
told you, go to
procedure,
Michigan court rules. They got Michigan court rules.
They have rules for criminal procedure under statutory law.
Yes.
What a perfect answer! Yes.
Could you please direct me to that?
It's not his fucking job to be your librarian.
I've already directed you to it. Michigan court rules. There's a book that's over 1,000 pages, and it'll answer, well, close to 1,000 pages. It has those questions outlined in there. You're expected to know
Are
that.
those Michigan court rules? Is that statutory law?
Fucking hell. What do they not understand? Okay, so we have a common law system. Yes, decisions that are made in courts apply to decisions that happen after. So precedence is a thing. That's common law, is that precedent affects similar cases. However, we also do have laws and statutes that are passed by legislatures, both federal and state. The Constitution allows this. They're not mutually exclusive.
I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you, sir. All I'm going to do, lastly, she has a valid driver's license. All I'm going to do, lastly, is give you the dates that we have. Whatever motions that you have, that's how you speak to the court, through motions. And whatever motions that you have, I will review it.
I was working in the garage last night because I've been restoring a shelf, which will be here soon. It's in the garage. I'm almost done with it. I have so many mosquito bites, just fucking everywhere. I'm so itchy.
I read all the motions that come across. I check all the law myself. And if you have some law, I would suggest that law that you're saying
point,
that we
though,
don't.
Your Honor, there is no international contract. I mean, we've asked the prosecutor to produce an international contract that would bind me to this statutory proceeding, and I'm not aware of any contract. In the absence of such contract, I motion that we dismiss this case. I believe what's
You didn't get a single bite? Well, my blood is delicious.
happening here
You've
is
already made that motion, sir. I've already
yes.
dismissed that motion.
Yeah. And for the record, I would just
in order to, you can move to the circuit court, and you can appeal my decision as it relates to that. But we're not going to keep on going back and forth.
I think we should move this case to federal court, as I said.
That's not how this works.
If the city is the injured party,
file a motion so I can, on your removal motion, file a motion. I'm going to.
We might have some mosquito spray too somewhere. I'm not sure though. Discordant Vol says, "Prove to me you get to tell me what to do from first principles."
Give you a date. I'm going to give you a date where that motion's got.
Great wife. I have a great wife.
I have to be due.
Got married last October.
I will entertain that. I'll give the people a date on their response if they choose to respond. And on another date, I will rule on that motion on the final pretrial date. So right now, I'm going to set dates for you.
I do not wish to continue or delay this any further. They're entered into with the city of Detroit, and the prosecutor.
I just want to see him arrested at this point.
And it seems.
I mean, he's not even really there, so he's probably just going to have to go to court. But still,
seems like
there's a bias going on here, because flat on his face, the prosecutor hasn't even spoken on this issue, and you just insist that we move to another court date. And
I represent you in court. I am not a lawyer, so I legally cannot. And I wouldn't, as funny as that would be.
I don't understand. I mean, your oath of office is to uphold the Constitution, and what I'm asking is,
what you're saying in essence, right? What you're saying in essence is that I don't have any authority.
I'm asking you to prove your authority.
Huh?
I'm asking you to prove your authority. I'm trying to understand where your authority is coming from.
I'm a judge. You're fucked.
And you're failing. Read the Michigan court rules. Read your statutes. Read the Constitution over again, and you'll find that.
As I said before, I'm not asking you for legal advice or where to go.
And the Michigan Constitution.
You have, if you have a legitimate jurisdiction, I'm asking you, is it a criminal jurisdiction under statutory law, or is it under the common law?
We're gonna give them a trial
and you will
date.
not answer that question.
Well, we'll give them a jury trial date.
Wow.
So that the court can read your jail.
As pursuant to
Let's pull out the contempt.
The Sixth Amendment.
Meek says, it never ceases to surprise me how few judges seem to be aware of the SovSit BS. I've seen this guy be aware of it before, I just don't know if he wants to directly address it. I've seen him deal with other SovSits.
What we need to do and fill it out, we're gonna fill it out this time. I'm holding your client, well, Mr. Berry, you are, I guess, not representing this client because this client is probably, do you want the representation of a lawyer, sir, at this point now, sir? Because now you're looking at 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. Do you want the representation or not?
Please let the record show that I have attempted to understand the jurisdiction of this court, and this court has refused me that answer.
God!
And apparently it is a jurisdiction only understood to bar members and licensed attorneys. This is a direct violation of the Constitution, and I do not consent. I do not agree.
He's so wrong.
That's it.
I think I have the contempt book here.
His attorney's just playing the Switch in the background. Who can blame him?
Your Honor, I do not wish to be held in contempt.
That's not how it works.
I've merely asked a very basic, simple question, and you have refused to answer it. I feel as though the court is trying to constrain me to an unfair plea in absence of my understanding of the nature and cause of the action against me. So did you receive the documents that I sent you asking for your anti-bribery statement? Hello. Okay.
I'm going to order you to report to the Wayne County Jail today.
I do not accept.
It wasn't a request. I assure you, it was not a request.
I do not understand the nature and cause of the action against me. You have told me this is a criminal jurisdiction.
Sir, please don't. I told you don't say. I'm gonna ask some more days and keep on talking. You already got 30 days.
Don't understand, sir.
I'm adding more if you keep on talking. Please do not say anything else. It says here, after the court determines whether criminal or civil contempt proceedings are appropriate, the court must determine whether the contempt was direct or indirect. Now, if the contempt was committed during its sitting and in the immediate view and presence of the court, the contempt is direct. Obey the order.
Discordant Vol says, welcome to the coercive element of the criminal justice system. It's like people does any of this have to do with like American propaganda about like freedom, individual rights? Like, does it just seep so deep into some people that they don't understand that, okay, like, sure, those are nice words and might be an underlying ethos for some. Like, at the end of the day, the law is coercive. if you do certain things, the legal system is going to force you to go, like, that's how it works. That's how things work. Like, you can't just say no. Like, your rights, quote unquote, can be taken away if you're disobeying court orders. That's how it works. Like, how does he think anyone is in jail ever?
For the court, which was to please not say anything further regarding the matter. He continued.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It happened very
It's
fast.
happening again right now on the record. It's happening again right now on the record. So those are the reasons
I'm just
that I
apologizing.
find, again, another contempt. And it just continues to happen. And I'm gonna get, now, if you have one more interruption with me, sir, I'm gonna add another 30 days to that. And you're looking at the 60 days, you're gonna get 30 days. Right now, you're gonna get 60 days if you have one more interruption to me. And it will be no early release, okay? And so, those are the reasons. The court finds that the contempt was done in the sitting of the court. It was in the immediate view and presence of the court, and that the are laid out. You need to properly survey, and where I will rule on those.
What did he say that made me gasp? I don't remember the specific thing. It was just that he continued to interrupt multiple times.
Those motions on June the 10th. And June the 10th, you need to appear back for a final pretrial date on June the 10th at 8.
It's an ego thing. The idea that you have a secret button that exempts you from consequences appeals to narcissists. Expecting people doing it out of desperation, of course. Accepting, rather, people doing it out of desperation.
30 a.m. So statutory provisions illustrating the use of court's contempt of the contempt power, the broadest of. Sir, do you have any further questions?
I just want to make sure I can speak without being held in contempt or.
Yes, you may speak. I asked you, do you have any further questions, sir?
Thank you. Your Honor, I would just like to tell you, man to man, that it was not my intent to be in contempt. It's never been my goal. I try to do everything in accordance with the law. As you can see, I have filed documents. I filed motions. I've requested information from the court, all in a desperate effort to wrap my head around the proceedings and what's going on here today. And I'm sorry if I may have gotten frustrated and not being able to understand the nature and cause and action against me. But just again, that was not my intention. I look forward to handling this as amicably as possible.
You're still in contempt.
I think that the record will show. I think that the prosecutor will agree that there is no international contract to which I'm tied under statutory jurisdiction. And I would love to see it. I would love to see that evidence. But also, we covered the fact that the city is the injured party or the plaintiff. And this would be an improper venue anyway. But I appreciate your advice on handling that.
Oh no! But why am I in trouble? I said sorry like a big boy. He's not even really apologizing. This is like the most backhanded apology I've ever heard. He's doing so bad.
Moving forward with motions. I will be doing that. But again, this thing of contempt, it's just, as one man to another trying
to level with the judge is not the call here. This is the time I think it's already too late, but you should be prostrating yourself before the judge. You should not be trying to, talk to him as equals, because you are not in this context. Of course, you're both human beings, but, in this context of the legal system, in this courtroom, and even though it's over Zoom, this is his courtroom. He's in charge. That's how it works.
To understand and stand on my constitutional rights. And exercising them. And I feel today, as what's happened is my pursuit in doing that has somehow been converted into crime against me, which is a tragedy, and in anyone's eyes, So I cannot consent to moving forward because I still do not understand the nature and cause against me.
Discordant Vol says the judge did not give you legal advice. He made you aware of the process. There is a huge difference. Yes, there is.
And I will be communicating in writing, and maybe, someone can give that to me in writing.
Wow, he is delusional.
All right.
I think this is what the kids call delulu. Heard that?
The court is whether you want to, you got to play by the rules, sir. And whether you accept the rules or not, that's not going to change the rules and the stuff that has been codified and the stuff that has been litigated and argued for over 2 centuries. The rules are not going to change for your position. Now, I asked you to continue, not say anything. I tried, and I appreciate the fact that you want to. I'm going you to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today.
It just happened so fast, sir. I mean,
it just happened so fast.
I think we.
Well, maybe you may learn something from this. Maybe you may learn something from this, and that 30 days will give you an opportunity to go read and educate yourself on how this works. I got other people that are taking the same position as you, and I've afforded them the same exact opportunity as you have, and they did not do what you did today. They're holding fast on their position, and that's fine. I respect that. But I don't respect you interrupting me, and it seems that you really need an education on how this stuff works, and I'm going to give you one today. Now, Mr. Berry, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Elwood S. Berry, Jr., P28880. On behalf of
this lawyer's got to be just saying, like, this fucking fool. Like, this lawyer must just be, like, exhausted. Like, oh, this kid is ruining his life.
Now, do you want to speak with Mr. Berry in a breakout room, sir,
please?
Or not? No, with all due respect, Your Honor, I have the right to represent myself in my own person. And that is what I intend to do after having understood the nature and cause of the action against me.
Okay. Well, I've given you. We've gone over all the natures and causes. We've gone over the maximum possible penalty for these offenses. I gave you an opportunity to speak with how and explain to you how the court hears your representations. You can choose to file those representations or not. But in the meantime, I'm going to order you now. I gave you the dates. I'm going to order you now to report to the Wayne County Jail by 5 p.m. today. Do those 30 days. All right?
I do not consent.
All right. Very well. If there's nothing further, sir, have a very good day.
You too.
Yikerinos. There is a follow-up, which we're going to watch in a sec, but real quick, I have to use the bathroom, so I'm going to put on a video for you guys to watch real quick while I urinate. Surprise, I don't think he went to jail. I do not think he went to jail. Okay. Be right back. Watch this shit. Be disgusted.
Forget everything you know about bread bowls, because today we're making a steak bowl, and we're going to shove this New England clam chowder right into it. Now we have an outline. Now we got something to trace. This seemed easier on paper. Stupid steak. Come on, it just keeps going. All right, that looks holy. We'll season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of, a lot of pepper. I think I spend more money on oil than I do sausage ingredients. Oh, whoa, okay, I think we're ready here. Good luck, everybody. Whoa! I think it might be too much oil. I'm afraid to lift. Oh, it's too much. We'll take a scoopful. Yeah, that's probably enough. Oh, we're running so close to the edge here. How do you tell if it's done? The little hole we dug is not frying anything. Hang on. It's making some noises that I'm not all too comfortable with. It's unwieldy. It cannot be wheeled. Oh, that's a lot of oil splashing on the electrical outlet. Yikes! You're going in the microwave. All right. I'm gonna call this thing. Drain some of that excess oil out of there. It's like I'm summoning Hades. It's like staring at the surface of the sun. Then we're just gonna... Oh, that's too much. Give it a little taste test there. Tastes like how it should. Stupid spoon. It's so tough. Now that's a well done steak. Dun. Hey, this part's pretty good. This part's soupy. This is the soupy part. It is amazing. I think we're onto something here. If you don't care about wasting literally half of your steak to make a bowl out of it, then this thing's pretty darn good. We are reinventing how people waste food, but it's still edible. The New England clam chowder is the wrong soup for this, but like a beef and vegetable soup, hey. So I'm gonna have to give the deep fried steak bowl a 5 out of 5.
What the fuck?
Bop.
Gross. Profane Priestess says, there's a piece of old wisdom I wish Sobsits would learn. Any person who represents themselves in court has a fool for a client. If you represent yourself, you cannot interpret the evidence logically because you're too emotionally invested. No, I've never talked to Sausage Guy.
Okay, is this Mr. Lockhart? Jamil Lockhart? All right, Mr. Lockhart, have we had this discussion before?
Yeah, I'm here on behalf of the defendant, Jamil Lockhart, and you're making a special appearance.
All right, well, you gotta make your special appearance to the Wayne County Jail. I told you that the last time.
Oh, wow. Okay, today's a crazy day. Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah. Jesus Christ. I'm a leftist variety streamer, and we got to a level 10 hype train today. Actually, we got to a level 16. When we get over level 10 hype trains, the audience gets this outfit, so please don't judge me too harshly based on it. I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're looking at sovereign citizens. I cover all sorts of delusional groups, conspiracy theories, right-wing nonsense, debunk it, make fun of it, contextualize it, whatever. We have a good time, so give a follow if you like that kind of thing, and if you haven't, make sure you go follow Lance over at The Surfs TV. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope you had a good stream. Alright, back into it. If you don't know what a sovereign citizen is, more or less it's groups of people who think that the law doesn't apply to them. And not just like in a na-na-na-boo-boo way, but in like they think that they've discovered some secret life hack. Like they think there's real-life cheat codes and magic code phrases you can use to beat the legal system. It's really embarrassing and unfortunate. Overthought, thanks for gifting a sub. So anyway, we just watched part 1 of the first court appearance, and this is part 2. At the end of part 1, the sovereign citizen got a contempt of court charge, and they were supposed to report to the Wayne County Jail, because, you know, there was a warrant out because they got a contempt of court charge over Zoom. They didn't. They didn't show up to the Wayne County Jail, and the judge is not happy. Stromboli says in Owo anime accent. What does that even mean? An Owo anime accent? You know I don't watch anime. Hi everybody, I'm Hannah. Pay bo attention to the tit window. It is my business model, not my kink. Wink. It's not my kink. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the maid outfit makes me feel good. But I'm not into it in that way. Thanks for gifting another sub, Overthought. Anyway.
Yeah, so I filed a notice of removal for all of these cases because I don't believe that this court is capable of acting in an unbiased way. But I mean, there's been no response from the city.
No, what did you file? You were supposed to go to court. He ordered you to go to jail because you had contempt, and you said, I don't consent, which isn't how arrests work.
But to this point, I mean, just the last...
He got worse? Oh, he's mad. He's mad. Like, I'm asking everyone here, please. The best advice I can give everyone is if you are faced with overwhelming odds, if everyone is telling you you're wrong, sure, sometimes maybe you're just being, held down and mistreated. Sometimes, though, you're just wrong. Always consider, wait, am I just wrong? Because that is absolutely an answer a lot of the time. Just have the grace and the humility to admit, hey, maybe I got tricked by people on the internet into believing a bunch of pseudo-legal nonsense. You'll be better off, I promise.
Last court date we had, perjury was committed.
Perjury was committed. Are you about to accuse the judge of perjury after not showing up to jail even though he told you to? Wow, you really want to go to jail. That's a shame. By the way, thank you everyone who's following. We're getting a decent number of followers. I don't want to, list them all because it's a lot, but if you're here from the raid, thank you very much.
I mean, you guys put on the record that I failed to appear. And I spoke to you.
You did fail to show up to the Wayne County Jail. You were ordered to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. You haven't showed up. You still haven't showed up. So you're still disobeying. No, let's not do this. This is how it started the last time. You're still disobeying the court's order, and you have to do 30 days. You have to present yourself to the Wayne County Jail. You have a warrant out for your arrest. And before we go over this other...
Tomorrow is usually Tinfoil Tuesday. I just remembered, though, tomorrow is the 1st, and I usually take the 1st off, because I usually do a push at the end of the month. So tomorrow, I think, is actually going to be a day off. This week, we're probably doing Tinfoil Thursday. But typically, yes, we do Tinfoil Tuesdays, where we look at conspiracy theories and all sorts of weird stuff on Tuesdays. And we play bingo, conspiracy bingo, which is always fun.
Other stuff, you gotta go, you have to go to the Wayne County Jail, all right?
Lance the Ugly Androgen says, I'm currently filing Chapter 7 bankruptcy. My lawyer informed my husband and I that we have the right to file bankruptcy on our own without a lawyer, and I have the right to jump out of a plane. That doesn't make it a good idea. And Discordant Vols says, it's a unique dread watching someone smirk as they unapologetically ruin their own life. Oh, that's how I feel about the Bed Bath & Beyond stuff. So crazy. If you're here from the raid, I don't know if anyone's heard about this. If you're not in my space, if you haven't heard about it, you will soon, because Folding Ideas, Dan Olson is making his next video about it. The meme stock phenomena. There's a particular group of people who are into Bed Bath & Beyond, the bankrupt company that's liquidating. They own the stock and they think it's going to make them millionaires due to a bunch of conspiratorial bullshit. And I've covered that a decent amount. And I feel bad for them. I went on one of their shows and I told them, you're going to lose all your money. And they were just shitty to me, so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, so...
I said what
I can increase the time if you...
The company went under? Oh, they don't think so. They think it's secretly about to become an Amazon competitor. It's crazy. If you go to my YouTube channel, also Hannah Reloaded on YouTube, you can watch my previous streams about the Bed Bath & Beyond stuff. It's really interesting. They are delusional. You can also see the discussion I had with some of them. H-Beard said, isn't he here for driving without insurance? Without a license. He was driving without a license. If he just gets insurance and shows the court, they'll probably let him off with a slap on the wrist. He's giving himself a jail record for no reason. Oh, it's incredibly stupid. It's like a misdemeanor charge. Yeah. I don't know if it's his first offense, but if it was, they probably would have been pretty forgiving about it.
To not be client.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the proceedings. May I have a breakout room with
Did the judge say he had no insurance? Okay.
this litigant, please and thank you?
I didn't notice that one, but doesn't
I
surprise
don't
me.
know if he wants to speak to a lawyer, but he can if he needs to. He has that right to do so. You want to speak to the lawyer, Mr. Lockhart, or no?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, wow. Is he actually gonna talk to a lawyer?
All right. And that'll conclude it. I still see Mr. Lockhart here, you know. I don't know what else to do, what else you can do for him, Mrs. Harris.
So, Your Honor,
He continues to disobey the court order, just continues to do so.
and Your Honor, I dare not say, well, I don't know. I don't think that it's an intentional. Oh, I can't say that.
She's trying so hard to not just be like, Judge, holy fuck, this guy's dumb. I don't think he's intentionally fucking with you. He's really this stupid, I think is basically what she wants to say, but she can't, obviously.
Wait a minute.
I don't think I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back. I think he has good intentions. I think he now has a better understanding of everything that has taken place.
I don't think so, because he came in here talking about he's appearing on behalf of the person Jameer Lockhart. So I think he's on the same path as he was that got him into this situation.
And Your Honor, we've had that discussion at length in the breakout room. He understands what it would take to resolve his matters. He understands how he has to.
Discordant Vol says, I effing hate my professional obligations sometimes. And Gnome Pickle says, Your Honor, my client has the IQ of a boiled kumquat, and I beg you to have mercy for a stupid man-child.
Represent himself in court. And so I think he's in a position that he wants to resolve these matters. We've had the discussion. We asked for leniency and mercy from the court. I understand if
That's a good way to put it. Please have mercy on this poor, dumb soul.
Condition is that he still has to do 30 days in the Wayne County Jail, although we would ask if the court would reconsider that sentence now that he has taken the time to actually listen to advice of counsel and be made fully aware of how he should present himself in court. I know that it's his intention to resolve these matters without any further court appearances or draining any further resources or delaying the process anymore. And I know that the court doesn't want to delay the process any further. I understand his behavior is what put us in this position as of right now, but we're just hoping to resolve today if the court will allow.
I'm not moved.
I don't blame him.
I gave him ample, this is a 27 plus, maybe 30 plus minute video. I gave him ample opportunity. You know, and I'm not moved.
I mean, Your Honor, in that video.
Oh, no. The lawyer must have said to him, just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Every time you open your mouth, you're making this worse. Stop it. And he just can't stop.
I did apologize to you for, I guess.
That apology was the most backhanded bullshit ever.
You apologize after you got the 30 days. I'm not moved.
I apologize after the offense was. I don't know what else I would apologize.
And you still haven't showed up, and it's been over a year, and now you want me to have some sympathy for you.
Wait, is this an entirely separate incident? This is a year later? What? god! I thought this was like a week later. What the fuck?
To resolve the matters.
Is this a completely separate issue? What?
I have no sympathy for you at all.
M. Scheffler with 500 bits says, I saw your stream the other day when you were having thoughts that you were not making a big enough difference in the world. I want you to know that you were the thing that started bringing me out of conservatism and my unfounded religious beliefs. Now I spend all day trying to defend my LGBTQIA plus coworkers from the worst of the people I work with. You've helped me greatly. Remember what was inscribed on Oscar Schindler's ring. Whoever saves one life saves the world entire. I think that's probably a hyperbolic quote in this context, but thank you. I'm glad that I've been able to help you in some small way. That's good. I'm glad.
I tried to discuss. We tried to have give you a fair opportunity to be heard. You keep spewing these legal theories that I've never heard of before, and I've given you an opportunity at that day to speak with the lawyer. You refused that. You refused all the opportunities I've given you. And you came in here another time a couple of months ago, and I told you we weren't going to hear it then. You got to go report to the Wayne County Jail. So you've had.
Oh my god, his face is still like, yeah, you're gonna make me go to jail. Yes! At some point, they will send sheriffs to your house, and they will arrest you. Or at minimum, they're gonna have a warrant out, a bench warrant, so if you ever get pulled over again, which is likely, because I assume you still don't believe that you need insurance or registration, etc., you're gonna get pulled over and you'll get taken in. God.
You'd have me go to jail.
Yes.
On behalf of Jamil Locke.
Oh, she's trying. She's trying. This poor woman. Oh, she's doing her fucking best. This lady deserves a vacation.
I do understand that, and I know the court may hear this often, but he does have a family that he supports. It would be a great hardship on his family, his resources, and his sense of economy in terms of his job if he would have to submit himself to 30 days in the Wayne County Jail. I understand that the court is not inclined to change that.
I didn't just give him the 30 days on the, he should have thought about that when I was asking him. I let him speak when I was asking him to not try to overtalk the court. Let me give him an opportunity to speak. He continued to disobey that. He should have thought about that then. There's a whole lot of people up in the penitentiary that have families that they take care of, and he's not going to the penitentiary. It's just county jail. So I'm just not moved.
Would this court consider amending it in such a way that he could only do weekends to complete his 30 days?
Yeah, but he hasn't even come to done anything. I'm not inclined to do anything for Mr. Jameer Lockhart or the person of Jameer Lockhart or whatever he wants to be called or however he wants to be described himself. Jameel Lockhart.
So yeah, he has the matters that are set on the docket for today. He has presented himself to the court today.
Okay, you want to take? We'll take off the warrant. We'll give him a pre-trial date, and then he can go do his 30 days. And he can tell the sheriff in there that what his next court date is, and somebody can writ him out then. City of Detroit versus Amir Lockhart.
Yeah, the weekends thing is a thing. If someone has a job or something, it can be a thing where if the court wants to, they can allow you to do that if you need to support your family or something and you've not been difficult with the court. They can work with you depending on what the charges are. If it's a short jail stay.
SP 1247989 counts 1, 2, and 3. State of Michigan. Now the laws just don't apply to him. State of Michigan versus Jamil.
Jamil Lockhart. Sir, could you state the name of the person that you are representing on the record, please? Or that you identify, please?
Oh god, he's too confident. You can still tell he's too confident. Why is he making the lawyer's job so hard? She's trying so hard for him, and he's just being an asshole.
So, my name is Jamil Lockhart.
For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, my client would stand mute, but we would ask if the court could read the charges, please and thank you.
I'm starting to skip ahead.
I understand that when you
Last
appear in
time
court, there's
I
different
checked,
charges.
he didn't want an attorney. And I guess you have gotten through to him a little bit. He changed it. He came in here appearing on behalf of the person, Jameer Lockhart. And then when he asked him to state his name, he came and he indicated that he was Jameer Lockhart now. So I don't know what he like I say.
I mean, if I could speak a little bit here.
No!
Oh, Your Honor, I'm not a criminal.
Cornet Vol says, "Step aside, Miss Lawyer. I have another clever gambit."
I just want to handle this, get this over with.
I didn't say you were a criminal, sir. I didn't listen.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't say you were a criminal. As it stands now, these are allegations. So until there's an adjudication of either guilt or not guilt, that'll determine, whether you're a criminal or not. So I don't know. You got these allegations out here. So I didn't make that comment. You were a criminal.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you did. But I just want to handle this and,
You cannot finesse this. You can't. This is not like a situation that you can, like, smooth talk your way out of. No amount of charisma is going to help you here. I get the feeling that this guy, I assume he's charismatic, he's got confidence, so in just everyday life, I assume he, does okay in terms of being able to talk his way through life. That's not how it works here. You're not a lawyer. Like, you can't just, like, get the judge on your side by trying to be confident in your bullshit. It's not how it works. This guy is somehow more smug than Daryl Brooks. Oof. Wonder how Daryl's doing.
Put this to rest.
Probably better than a lot of his victims. That fucking piece of shit.
At this point, I feel like it's taken up too much of my time, too much of, your time, I'm sure. And,
this is what I do every day, sir. I serve the city residents of the city of Detroit.
Daryl Brooks is a sovereign citizen we have covered before. He was found guilty. I don't remember the specific charges, but it was the Kenosha parade incident where he drove into a parade and hit many people. There were deaths and injuries, and then he was in court, tried to do a bunch of sovereign citizen bullshit, and it was embarrassing and incredibly disrespectful to the victims and the victims' families.
In the state of Michigan and whoever comes in here, so it doesn't take up my time. This is what we do.
Yeah. So in continuing, I would just like to, get this over with.
I'm sure you would.
Pay whatever fines need to be paid. I would like to have my license back.
You don't have a license, to my understanding. Wasn't the initial charge, I know someone said insurance, but it was also unlicensed. Forrest Espion says, Hannah, yes, he can smooth talk his way out. He just needs to roll for charisma. LOL, which D&D class tends to come up with the most charisma? Bards? Bards tend to be towards charisma. They're charisma casters, as are Warlocks? Question mark? I've not played a warlock. Is it sorcerers or warlocks that are charisma casters too? One of them is.
You know, I can't rent a car when I travel. You know, I would like.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be driving. I don't. Right?
To be able to do that. So, whatever.
Sorcerer? Gotcha.
Oh, for these civil offenses.
Last year, over a year and a half ago.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I just want to resolve this.
Okay, to resolve it, you gotta go to jail.
Whatever I owe for those offenses, you know, I'm willing to pay.
You owe 30 days in jail. And then you have to have a trial.
And you'll be done with this situation. I truthfully don't think it's your, you know, mission to put people in jail that have not harmed anybody or committed any offense against, you know, any actual live human being. I'm only guilty of speaking out of turn. And
oh, Yakarinos.
You know, I should have handled this differently.
No kidding.
You know, I can see that now. You know, but yeah, I really just want to get this whole situation rectified, and whatever the charges are that I need to pay.
Black's Law Dictionary request. Overthought. What do you want me to look up? Harm?
I'm willing to do that, and I'll put this to rest.
Take a look. Oops.
All right, I'll let him speak. Next pretrial date is September 22nd.
Yeah,
Well,
based on.
Oh, easy. Stop talking.
The statements.
That being said, I don't think.
Harm, the existence of loss or detriment in fact of any kind to a person resulting from any cause. See also damages, injury, physical injury. What book is this? This is a Black's Law Dictionary. It's an out-of-date version, but sovereign citizens often cite Black's Law Dictionary incorrectly, because they tend to use a version from, like, the 1920s, because it's free online. Anyway, so I have this just as a joke. We basically look up words sometimes. Discordant Vol says, how many times has this worked for him in his life, I wonder? It's his dominant strategy for a reason. Oh, I agree. It feels like this guy definitely gets by on charm, you know? Maybe charm and looks, you know? Not working here. For obvious reasons, it's a court. That's not how it works in this case, at least not to a judge.
You know, based on everything that has happened, our history, the claim in federal court that I have against you, Michigan judicial tenure.
I'm sorry, did you just say you're suing the judge in federal court?
Complaints that I have against you. I think you have a duty to recuse yourself from.
Get any judge to recuse themselves with this one simple trick. Just file frivolous lawsuits in federal court against them. What a dumbass.
Any of my cases.
I haven't been privy to any judicial tenure complaint. My first duty is
Radiology. What do you want for the hats off? It has to fit with the cat ears.
the duty to sit, I feel that I
put it in your mailbox.
Flower crown?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right. Well, the Judicial Tenure Commission will have to come, and I'll have to respond to them accordingly if they present something to me.
Yeah, okay.
I doubt he knew how to file a federal lawsuit correctly.
Next
put
court
that out
date,
there.
9/22. You're still expected to turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail.
Well, Your Honor, I would ask one final argument. I understand that he may have indicated he did not want an attorney to represent him. Jail time is a very harsh penalty. And I know that the court didn't just immediately come to that decision. I would ask if the court would consider some of the things that were stated on the record in terms of he now has a better understanding.
Does he? Does he, though? The look on this judge is like, are you fucking kidding me? She's being a zealous advocate, okay? She's doing her job, and I respect that she's doing it as hard as she can, despite the fact that this guy's a prick. Thanks, Phoenix. Got him at Target.
Remorseful of how things played out. And I would ask if the court would issue a...
When it comes to brownies, do I want an edge piece or a center piece? Center, but I'd like to eat it with a fork. Edge pieces are easier to eat with your hands, but center pieces are better.
Monetary fine for the contempt rather than jail. If the court, please.
And he's got a proceeding in federal court against him. So where is it, you know, where is this,
I'm simply trying to protect.
Again, Your Honor, Your Honor, Mr. Lockhart, on behalf of Mr. Lockhart, stop. What I'm saying, the court has to understand the fact that a lot of these things came into play before today. So if in fact there was something filed, it was before today, before having a better understanding of how the process works, how to conduct oneself in court, and that one is held to the same standards as an attorney. I would ask if the court would consider converting that jail term into a monetary fine.
Not at this point.
Your Honor, I only have a federal claim against you as a means to try to keep myself out of jail.
Oh, you just admitted on the record in court that you filed a frivolous lawsuit specifically against the judge so that you could intimidate them into not being the judge in your case. You just admitted to federal crimes in court. Oh, God. No.
Right? It's not something that I want to do. You know?
You can take any action. You can take any action under the law that you choose to, sir. I haven't prevented you or even tried to even attempt to prevent you, and I can't prevent you from doing it.
I don't want to do that. I just want to handle this, pay whatever I need to pay, and move on.
You need to pay with your time, is what he is telling you.
Advocating on behalf.
Discordant Vol says, okay, I'm convinced these are abuser tactics.
It needs to be sitting.
M. Scheffler says, hear me out. What if you ignore my crime because I'm committing more crime?
In jail.
Hydrate.
Upstanding.
I need to go get water in a sec. I'm almost out.
I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I haven't harmed anyone, and I never would.
Understood. Thank you for that allocation. But on behalf,
she's doing her best.
Defense would now move to ask if the court would allow.
I would love to have her as a lawyer if I needed one. And you know what? I'd even be respectful and listen to her, like you should, to a goddamn lawyer.
Allow a hearing on the contempt proceedings.
That hearing has sailed. He has been gone. He has 30 days for the hearing. Procedurally, that has sailed a long time ago.
So he already had a hearing on it?
No, we asked him, offered a hearing on that. We offered him an attorney on that before we entered into found him in contempt. We offered him to speak with the lawyer on that day. He chose not to. It's been over, I would say, quite frankly, a year at least. The motion, he was going to file a motion by 5/27/2022. It's been a long time. Those ships have sailed.
But Your Honor, arguably he didn't have the assistance of counsel. So I would ask, did we go through all of the steps for him to waive his right to counsel in that type of proceeding?
Well, you can go back and look at the transcript. If he wants some representation now, he can either have a court-appointed a lawyer, or he can hire a lawyer on his own. But at this juncture, I'm not inclined. You know, I get people tell me I'm too lenient, and I'm a defense judge, and I try to be fair to everybody that comes through here.
Gnome Pickles with 50 bits says there's a tradition called bar review where lawyers buy each other drinks after a difficult case or a hard day. I'm sure that every lawyer she knows bought her a bottle after this. I hope so.
I gave Mr. Lockhart, and I'm giving Mr. Lockhart now, over a half hour when other people only get 5 minutes to speak. I gave him ample time today and back when he came in court the last time. And you say that he's changed, but he came into court today spewing the same stuff that he started out before he talked to you, that he did when those legal theories that he's everything.
I just need to get to whatever dumb shit this guy says at the end.
Now, the transcript of it, you can order the transcript. He can hire his own lawyer.
Granite Cuttlefish says, Judge, people tell me I'm too lenient, but your client is helping me with that.
And he'll get whatever kind of hearing that he will get. I'm not going to recuse myself from the case.
Understood, Your Honor.
She did her best. Genuinely. Good job. I know this lady will never see this. You did a great job. Like, that was an uphill battle, and it's not your fault you lost. You did everything you possibly could for this guy, despite his own self-sabotage. Like, keep it up, really.
Okay.
I have nothing further.
Very well. Next court date, September 22nd, 2023, will be a pre-trial. Have a very good day, sir. And again, you're ordered to turn yourself in to the Wayne County Jail.
Okay.
Have a great day.
He's just not gonna. I'm so curious what's gonna happen moving forward. 'Cause, like, there's no way he listens. He's just not. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to use the bathroom again. I've been drinking a bunch of water, which is good. So I'm going to use the bathroom, and I'm going to also fill up my water while I'm up. I do need to put something on for you guys to watch, just for a second, while I'm gone. Here's a hit song made by Overthought.
Excited. It's zero or fucking hero.
Bumble Homestead says, lawyer lady sobbing into her tea. Thank you, flower princess cat maid girl. Be right back. There is no hero.
This guy's not gonna fucking leave us hanging. We're all gonna fucking make it.
There was never an option for that.
I'm fucking excited.
Honestly, I've never seen a group of people become that disconnected from reality.
It's emotional manipulation. They're just manipulating you psychologically, okay?
Incorrect!
I'm wagering my life savings.
You lose all your money!
I've never seen a group of people become that disconnected from reality.
I'm fucking excited!
I outlived Blockbuster, I outlived Sears, I outlived Toys R Us where I fucking worked, and I'll outlive Bed Bath & Beyond, you fuckers.
This is about the fuckers that have been robbing us.
I'm an investor.
They fucking took it from us.
I'm not kidding. This is how they think this works. They think that a company is gonna give them money for loyalty to a stock.
This guy's not gonna fucking leave us hanging. We're all gonna fucking make it.
Incorrect!
What the fuck are they hiding?
Some of the bondholders want to fuck Bed Bath & Beyond.
Just get into BDSM like a normal person, Jesus.
It's zero or fucking hero, man. They will get nothing.
Toxic baggy train, chugging down the tracks of losing your money. Toxic baggy train, taking advice from people on the internet who don't know anything about stocks. What a fantastic voice. Who is that singer, and how do I find her? Okay, what are we doing?
It's funny. All these police officers, law enforcement, and these rulers, these leaders, presidents, almost all of them thinks they can force their own authority over another leader and or their supposed citizens, when there's nothing in the U.S. Constitution that gives the states law enforcement or authority.
The 10th Amendment. Literally the 10th Amendment allows them to do that. Yeah, I'll get you a link for the song, one sec. Here it is. Overthought has a wonderful channel and has made several remixes sampled from clips from this show, so check it out.
Authority. There's no state authority given legal or lawful in the U.S. Constitution and in the state Constitution.
No, the federal Constitution allows states to govern themselves and have their own rules. I forget the exact wording of the 10th Amendment, but it's basically powers that are not expressly given to the federal government in the Constitution are reserved to the states and the individuals within those states respectively. Something along those lines.
Authority.
So yes, federal law supersedes state law, but things that the federal government, gives power to the states for, or things they don't expressly take power away from, the states automatically have, which includes policing.
Over the people that reside in the state or in the U.S. There's no law that gives authority figures power and domination over the American people and the U.S. citizens. No.
I understand being frustrated with, cops and the quote-unquote justice system in the United States. Totally. ACAB. I get it. But to be clear, also if you're from the raid, I should point out, this guy's a lost cause revisionist Southern Confederate dude, so don't feel bad for him. He's very misinformed. It's understandable to be like, hey, the justice system doesn't work and cops have too much power and aren't trained right and are trained to be in an adversarial relationship with the public at large, right? Yes, absolutely. But the conclusion he comes to is erroneous, which is that he believes he can just wish power away. He can just say the cops don't have the authority and then they stop having the authority. That's not how it works. That's completely counterproductive to the goals that you have in mind. Just ignoring the problem and being like, that doesn't exist, hurts everyone. Like, what are you doing? It's like, imagine if there was a scientific consensus that said, oh, I don't know, that greenhouse gases emitted due to industrialization and human everything was warming the planet severely to the point where it was going to cause a mass extinction event. Imagine if people looked at that and went, no, that's not true. That would just be ignoring the problem. That makes it worse, right? Similar thing here. Just saying, no, the cops don't have authority over me isn't going to stop systemic injustice and policing. Quite the opposite.
Nothing. There's none. Go look it up. There's no law that gives anyone that says they're an authority figure an authority over you and power over you. They don't have it. We can push them back. They don't have it. Wake up. You let them have it. You consent. You bow down. They don't have authority over you. The only way they have authority over you is the same way A thug criminal has authority over you with a gun.
It's more complicated than that. You can certainly talk about the coercive and state-sanctioned violence that leads to power structures existing sort of de facto as well as de jure. Yeah, the criminal justice system is coercive. That is what it is. You can't just say, I don't like that, so it doesn't exist. What the fuck? Gnome Pickles says, be like me, free from all authority and the tyranny of shirts.
Do what I say. Give me your stuff. Get out of your car. I'ma carjack you. I'ma take your property. And I'ma kidnap you. And I'ma throw you in a dungeon. I don't really, by law, have authority over you.
If I were trapped in a dungeon, I would simply use the bones of one of the dead prisoners in order to get the prison dungeon dog to bring me the keys.
But I'm gonna
It's like you people have never been in a dungeon before.
Force it upon you, cause I got a gun. And I work for the state. That's what the sheriff told me. I work for you, I work for the state.
Correct.
They don't work for the American people. Wake up, people. They don't care about you. They only care about the people they work for. Good, order-following conformists is all they are. They hate you. They hate educated humans. And if you're educated on the law...
An educated human. I'm starting to think that's a thing that doesn't exist.
On what
like Bigfoot.
Their stuff they use, what it's for and all of that, and you mention it to them, boy, they get mad. They get butthurt. They get mean. They turn into an actual criminal. A violent criminal. But because they have a badge and a gun and authority of an imaginary state with no law that gives them that.
The state's a social construct. It's not imaginary. It's a very real existent thing that exists materially through the individuals that comprise the power structure. So, like, the state is a social construct, but it is very real in its ability to exert power. Money is also a social construct, but it rules our lives. Social construct doesn't mean something is fake. It just means it's more or less arbitrary.
That authority.
M. Schaffler with a link to something on Etsy. Cute. H-Beard says, forget waking up the people, try waking up the sheeple.
It's imaginary. There's no law that gives them that authority.
That's
it's
untrue.
Made up. Read the Constitution.
All laws are made up.
Read the state constitutions. You'll find no law that gives these people authority and power over the people.
You don't think that there's any laws that happened when, like, state police were established?
People have the power. We, the people, have the power over them.
God. Classy guy.
CP-162, alright?
Sir, once again, this is not a vehicle.
I know it's not a vehicle.
For the record.
Well,
this is not a vehicle. I'm just using it to get from place to place.
you said it was at your house.
This is my house.
I get that and I understand, but I still would like to know who I'm speaking to.
Sir, am I under arrest?
No, you're being detained.
Am I free to leave?
No, you're not.
For the record, may I get your name and your badge number?
Well, for the record...
Chromatic Cuttlefish says you can collectively withdraw your consent to be governed by your geographic polity. It's usually called a rebellion or an insurrection. I think this bloke's forebears tried it in the 1860s. It didn't go well.
I'd like to
Don't spoil it. I haven't gotten to the end of the Civil War yet on Netflix, so...
know who I'm speaking to as well.
May I have your name and your badge number?
I'm Brownville, SP-162.
Is there a record of this?
No, I gave you my name.
Is there a record of this accountant,
I'd
sir?
like to know your name.
Is there a record of this accountant, sir?
Here's the deal, sir.
Sir, is there a record of this accountant, sir?
Get out of the car.
Excuse
Okay, and
me?
if you refuse to do that, sir, then that is just
Sir,
lawful order.
sir,
Sir,
may I have your name and your badge number? Sir, may I have your badge and your name and badge number?
My name is Andrew. My badge number is 131. Okay?
Officer Bandrew, what is the emergency and how can I help you?
Yes, sir. All we want to do is know who you are, right? Because by state law, you have to provide that to us.
What facts or information are you alleging giving you proper cause to stop and across me?
Well, why did you stop him, Alan?
Speed. You passed me on the interstate.
Why'd you stop him, Alan?
Okay.
I locked you in my radar at 70 miles per hour.
Do you have a proper sign and issue warrant authorize you to search me or my property?
They don't need a search warrant if they have probable cause. Also, did they say they were going to search you yet?
We don't need that, sir, by state law. We just want to know who you are. That's all we want.
Oh. No, when you're stopped driving on public roadways or traveling on public roadways via car and you're the person operating the vehicle, yeah, if you're stopped, you're supposed to give them your identification. In the United States, typically, I think your driver's license isn't even technically your property, it's state property.
Officer.
Okay, if you're going to keep reading lines
Yeah, I heard
from
about
And badge
Culver's.
number 131, do you have a proper signature and issue warrant of arrest that's accurate describing me or the person to be arrested?
I'm feeling so unsafe right now.
Okay, why don't you hop out then?
Thank you, please.
Sir.
Yes, this is not.
Well, that's nice. That's good that they're letting the passenger out.
Okay, at all.
You can hop out.
Oh, what the fuck is going on here?
Hey, go before you get out, let me get in my car. You just hurry and get out and close my door and lock it.
Sir, at this point...
Can you close my door? Please? Thank you.
I can close it for you. Is that what you want?
I have it.
Okay, sir, at this point, we're going to ask you who you are.
For the record, I am not capacitating operating in a for-hire.
If you do not want to tell us who you
I
are,
am
that's
not.
fine.
For the record, I am not operating in for a for-hire, capitated, or engaging in any
Capitated capacity. In a for-hire capacity. It doesn't matter anyway, but I know the sovereign citizen bullshit script better than this guy.
form of transportation other.
Anyone from the raid who might not be as familiar, sovereign citizens believe that they don't need a driver's license or insurance or like vehicle inspections or insurance. They have convinced themselves, or other idiots on the internet have convinced them, that they don't need these things because a quote-unquote driver is someone who's operating a vehicle in commerce. So if they think if you're not like delivering pizza or doing Uber or delivering anything, they think you don't need a driver's license or to follow traffic laws. They're wrong, of course. This is nonsense based on their misunderstanding and misreading of an old edition of Black's Law Dictionary, but it's a thing that comes up a lot. It's pretty core to the delusional beliefs. So you'll often hear, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, because they think they can just say I'm traveling in this vehicle that I'm operating, so I'm not a driver and your laws don't apply to me. Pretty nonsense. Or it'll be shortened to like, I'm not operating in a commercial capacity. It's all bullshit. H. Baird says, do sovereign citizens who keep saying for the record think there are court reporters hiding behind bushes everywhere keeping a record of things? No, they're saying it because they think they're going to use the video they're taking as evidence in court because they think they're in the right. And hey, it's good to film your interactions with the police. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. They're just wrong in thinking that they're in the right here. Bumble Fumble Lord says, have you ever covered any of the weird fusion of New Age nonsense and soft stuff? That was my first introduction. It was extra crazy. I've seen a little with Marcel. He definitely gets into like alt medicine, anti-vax stuff. But I don't know if I've seen a ton of like esoteric bullshit surrounding it.
Not even in commercial. Use of the highway.
Okay, then you...
So please, for notice that you have been informed.
If you cannot...
Officer, am I under custody arrest?
You will be, yes.
Custodial? He means custodial arrest.
If I'm not under custody arrest, am I
Custodial?
free to go?
No, you're not. You will be under arrest here, sir, okay?
What is the ultimate cause that led you to believe that I...
Probable cause. God damn it. Lance says, as an Uber driver, I'm terrified of getting one of these guys as a passenger when I have an interaction with a cop. I don't want some asshole refusing to identify or to leave my car getting my window smashed in. Oof.
have committed or about to...
In fairness, it's your car. So, like, if that happened, you could just unlock the door to let the cop get the person if they were being an asshole, right?
...commit a crime that authorized you and to detain or arrest me.
Sir, we're going to ask you to get out of the car.
What is the article? Why are you pulling me over that leads you to believe that I have committed or about to commit a crime that...
They just said they clocked you at 70. I don't know what the speed limit was, but presumably since they said that was speeding, it's higher than the limit.
...authorized you to stop and detain or arrest me.
Okay, sir, just listen here, bud. Listen, if you can't tell us who you are...
For the record, officer...
At this point, you're under arrest...
In order to protect my rights and not waive any of my rights by error or accident, I wish to clarify my legal understanding of the situation. You say that I'm not free to go, so I must conclude that I am in a custodial arrest and not simply in investigation detainment. Therefore, I am revoking all of my fundamental protection rights, including my rights to remain silent.
You're revoking all of your rights? Did he mean to say that?
That I am in a custodial arrest and not simply in investigation detainment. Therefore, I am revoking all of my fundamental protection rights.
I think that's probably the opposite of what he meant. I assume he meant, like, I'm reserving, but he said revoking? Invoking? I thought it said... Let's listen one more time. Maybe the captions are fucking with me, so I won't look at the captions.
And not simply in investigation detainment. Therefore, I am revoking all of my...
Could be invoking. Could be, for sure.
Fundamental protection rights, including my rights to remain silent and my rights.
You are under arrest. Please exit the vehicle. You are under arrest for...
He's doing the thing that the one character does in, Glass Onion, where they keep saying the wrong word, but it sounds similar.
Obey lawful order. So you are under arrest right now. If you refuse to exit the vehicle, then you will be removed.
Sir, I wish not to leave my vehicle.
Okay, well then we're gonna...
This is not a vehicle. This is not a vehicle. I wish not to leave my car.
Just to be announced again.
Officer, I wish not to leave my car.
Arrest.
I wish not to leave my car.
Okay.
Due to any traffic violations or transportation violations. These are my rights, my fundamental rights. If you ask me to give up my rights, I will give them up because of your guns and I feel threatened.
We're gonna break your window.
Because I feel threatened. Only because I feel threatened.
Okay.
Only because I feel threatened.
Vehicle, please.
Oh good, they didn't have to do a window smash. That's nice. Like, this guy is legit, and it's so unfortunate. Like, sometimes it's someone who just seems like an obstinate asshole. Unfortunately, I think this guy just genuinely is in over his head here. Like, I know, it doesn't see, he barely seems to understand the Sobsit script. So I don't know if he had the ability to discern truth from false at this point, especially because if he's calling his car his home, it's possible he's living in his car, maybe not. That might just be a strategy he's using. But, like, it wouldn't surprise me, like a lot of sovereign citizens, as he was in a precarious situation, socially or financially, and unfortunately in those situations, people fall for bullshit. Desperate people fall for lies, grifts, delusions, scams much more easily than someone who's doing well. And unfortunately, we live in a day and age when a lot of people are desperate, and a lot of other people want to take advantage of that. So we have all these groups: sovereign citizens, anti-vaxxers, QAnon people, the Bed Bath & Beyond meme stock types, MLMs. Like, it's never-ending. Grind culture bullshit people like Andrew Tate, who are teaching people to drop ship, and also kind of an MLM thing, and then that's on top of all the illegal shit he's allegedly done. There was a video on my feed. I haven't watched it yet. Let me see if I can actually find it so you can maybe look it up, because it looked interesting. I mean, I'm familiar with the creator, so it's probably decent. It was called something the Scam Economy? I definitely want to find it. And I will find it. No, that's defunct land. Griftonomics, Why Scams Are Everywhere by Tom Nicholas. Maybe check that out. It just feels like really... Right now, the socio-political economic situation in the United States, and maybe globally, but I can only speak to the United States, is such that it is a breeding ground for scammers and the kind of people who are easy to scam, because people are desperate. So it's fucked up. It's not good. Hydrate. Like, genuinely, it would not surprise me, and I'm not even talking about scams necessarily in the objective legal sense, but you guys know what I mean colloquially, things that are taking advantage of people, MLMs, whatever. It feels like there's, per capita, gotta be more scams going on than ever in human history, right? It's just constant. Every other ad on Twitter or YouTube or whatever is some bullshit. Ugh. Crypto! I didn't even bring up crypto and NFTs. All these fucking startups like Theranos, or all the bullshit Elon Musk does at Tesla regarding his claims about full self-driving, like level 5 full self-driving and robots and hyperloops. It's just all bullshit. Oh, anyway.
Hello. How's it going? It's going all right.
And the worst part is it makes me paranoid. Like, statistically, there's got to be stuff that I'm scammed into, right? Like, I'm not immune to this kind of thing just because I do this for a living and I point stuff out. There's got to be things in my life that I'm a party to that are bullshit or scammy or taking advantage of me, right? But who knows? You know? You can't be cognizant of your own blind spots. That's a catch-22.
How about you? It's not because of your tag. You don't have...
Does that mean we'll be doing more social catfish videos this week? Maybe. We haven't done that in a while. I do find those interesting, the catfishing scam videos.
A legal license plate on your vehicle.
You scammed me into wearing the maid outfit? If that hype train was a scam against me, I hope I get scammed again very soon. Discordant Vol says, no one is immune to propaganda. Yeah. It was actually frustrating. I know I'm just kind of talking at this point, but it's a just chatting stream, so... A while back, someone commented on one of my VODs on YouTube where I had mentioned, like, hey, anyone is susceptible to cult-like thinking, anyone is susceptible to being brainwashed, pulled into a cult, or any, delusions, grifts, stuff like that. That is not to say everyone is necessarily equally likely to, and not everyone is going to be in the situations where you are primed to fall for these things. But what I am saying is, at minimum, everyone in the right circumstances or the wrong circumstances is vulnerable to these things. But there was a person in the comments who literally was like, that's one of the most ignorant things you've ever said, Hannah. Like, and it was so condescending and egotistical. They basically said, no, in order to be scammed and fall into this stuff, you need to have two things, faith and, like, greed or something like that. And the entire time I'm just thinking, you're gonna get scammed sometime. If you're the kind of person who thinks, I could never get scammed, only idiots get scammed, only gullible people get scammed, and you think you are incapable of that, you are primed to be scammed. If you are not checking things because you just assume, oh, I'm better than that, you're a mark. Never think you're better than that. Never assume you're the smartest person in the room, ever. Always assume, in this fucking economy, in this society, assume if someone is trying to sell you something or sell you a quote-unquote opportunity, they are probably, what are they getting out of you? And what are you getting out of this? It's shitty that we live in a society where we have to, like, think about these things and constantly have our guards up, but unfortunately, we do. And society is set up in such a way that everyone is desperate and trying to just live their lives, and a lot of people find it easier to just take things from others than it is to make anything of value. It sucks. You just have to hear the right thing at the wrong time? Yep. Since I did the whole Joker, we live in a society meme, let's follow that up with all it takes is one bad day. Stromboli says, YouTube Shorts is ridiculously right-leaning. I constantly have to report and don't recommend channels just to get the meme videos. 90% of the meme videos suck. Why am I watching YouTube Shorts again? I don't know. I do not know. There's a woman on Twitter who talks about the Japanese cult. Sorry if I butcher this. Shinrikyo. Definitely butchered that, sorry. And the interesting thing about the cult is a lot of the people were college graduates. Even smart people can fall for stuff if it digs into the right niche. Was that the one that did the subway attack? Or was that a different one?
Has there been a crime?
Oh yeah, I don't like YouTube Shorts either. Or at least, I wish they were at least in a different section so I didn't have to like filter through shorts constantly. It's annoying. The sarin gas, yeah. They were the people that thought their leader could levitate, right? Because he did a nice butt jump and took a picture. That's a shame. That's a shame.
Crime committed? I know how the spill goes. Do you have your driver's license? Has there been a crime committed? Do you have your driver's license?
Does that cult still exist?
Your name and badge number, please. Do you have your driver's license? Do you mind giving me your name and badge number so I know who I'm dealing with, please, sir? Sir, you need to identify yourself. I mean, I'm asking for you to identify yourself. You're identifying yourself, and then we'll talk about mine. Have I done anything unlawful? Yes, your license plate. That's unlawful. Yes. Hang away. Of you step up here. Go ahead and step out for me. Any guns, knives, anything like that on you? I don't answer any questions.
One thing that I've never covered and probably never will because of litigious reasons is Scientology. Is that still a problem? I don't live in California, and I know it was originally based out of California. Is Scientology still pulling a ton of people in, or has it gotten better since it's, like, culturally known that Scientology's bullshit? Still a problem? That sucks.
Hands right here. Spread your arms for it. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm not covering... And that means they win. That means they win, at least in my case. But I can't afford to deal with a Scientology lawsuit. So that's one thing I'm not going to touch anytime soon. I'll leave that to people with bigger budgets for lawsuits, like Louis Theroux, you know? He did a documentary about that.
No guns, knives, stuff like that? I don't answer any questions without a lawyer. All right, let's walk right back here. What's the reason I'm being under arrest? Not under arrest. I mean, if I'm not free to go, then I'm under arrest. All right. We're going to find out who you are first, okay? My name is Andrew Albert. Okay, do you have any ID? I don't have any ID. None at all? No driver's license, no registered tag. This is my property.
Oh, so you just admitted to the cops, like, they can look it up anyway, but you admitted that you have none of these things. That's great. That's good.
My private property. It's my personal conveyance. And I'm exercising my right to travel. Is that okay? I need some ID or some type of...
Tea with Goblin says, my ex-girlfriend escaped a physically abusive relationship with her brother. Years after she got pulled into a Tony Robbins-style spiritual motivation speaker grift. She was always a very kind and empathetic type, and this lot were preaching the bullshit rhetoric that the only way to heal was to forgive people who have wronged us. She got back in contact with her brother and told him she forgave him. He didn't give two shits. He never thought he did anything wrong.
Identification. Have you ever had a license in Alabama? I'm not going to answer any questions without an attorney present. What'd you say your name was? Andrew Albert. What was your name, please? Officer Barksdale. And can I have your
right in front of the Home Depot, too.
Number and your command.
Watch out, you might run into Ben Shapiro getting a single plank of wood.
11090. And your command? Command, like officer in charge? Yes. Who is our officer in charge today? Well, I'd like to know your command. And why do I have all these privateers surrounding me right now? If there's not been a crime committed, I don't know. I don't have any first-hand knowledge of that. Of your birthday? Yeah, were you aware when you were born?
Yes.
You were, so you knew the date when you came out.
I've got the
That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive.
Sir, we're going to have your information.
Has there been a crime committed?
Yes.
What crime has been
First
committed?
of all, you don't have
Driving without a license, driving without a registration, driving without insurance, refusing to identify yourself or provide identification to the police, at least for a period. You did tell them your name, so I don't know if that would stick, but...
driver's license. Second of all, you don't have a license plate.
What probable cause did you have to get by?
Lack of license plate. I swear to God, sovereign citizens will ask the same question 50 times because it's like if you give them an answer to the question they don't like or don't expect, it's like they don't even hear it. They're like, I don't know how to respond to this, so I'm going to pretend it didn't happen. Mr. Whiskers says I got arrested in a Home Depot parking lot. It was for something normal, like drugs, though. Yeah.
Behind me.
That license plate.
And that's a crime.
Yes.
I wouldn't smoke weed in a Home Depot parking lot. I feel like Home Depot is probably full of... First of all, I wouldn't smoke in a parking lot in the first place because, like, I don't smoke and drive. If I was a passenger and the driver was not there, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Real drugs? Anyway, I was gonna say, I feel like the Home Depot has a decent number of boomers going, so I wouldn't do things that are gonna get them to call the police, because boomers love to call the cops. Oh my God, they love it. You see, in the head of boomers, a cop is someone who's on their side and will always help them.
I mean, I'm just traveling.
You know, because of the propaganda.
Okay, who were you traveling with?
I mean, I'm not going to answer any with. I wasn't traveling with anyone.
There's a female that was with you.
Oh, that was a lady who asked me to pick her up at the library to look at her pressure washing her house.
And where was her house?
Plantation Place.
And how did she get your information? Why you?
Why, she's some kind of criminal or something?
Well, we're just trying to figure out how you come from
Fuck
nowhere.
Home Depot, go to Lowe's. Is Lowe's better to their employees or owned by someone with better political leanings or something? I genuinely don't know. I don't have a need to go to hardware stores, generally.
Pick up some lady in a park to look at a pressure
Like recently, since I'm restoring that shelf, I just got stuff at like Meijer.
washer.
Which is like a... And no, not Fred Meyer. Meyer is a different thing in Michigan. Not Fred Meyer. It's like a Walmart, but union, so it's nice.
A pressure washing job.
Okay.
And I don't understand how that's a crime.
Stand here, okay.
Well,
stand here for a second.
Your van
They both shit and have chuddy owners. Don't shop at Menards either. Menards continually gets violations, labor violations, and then just pays the fine because they think, you know, it's cheaper as a cost of doing business to pay the fine than it is to actually treat their employees well. Past lunacy, since my grandmother was a district leader, she literally does have cops on her side. She's a big fan of cop calling. Ew.
also matches a burglary suspect.
Really?
How dare I compare Meijer to Walmart? I just mean in the sense that it's like a big store that has groceries and like different departments. Like there's a grocery section, but also you can buy like clothes and TVs and furniture and home goods, DIY stuff. You know, what's another example? Like a Target. It's like a Target, but unionized. It's like a super Target, but unionized.
Yep.
From where?
From our city.
And super Targets exist? I'm thinking of a super Kmart. You know what I mean.
Where do you, from your city?
Yes.
What city is that?
It's Helena.
And what was your name and badge number, please?
My name's Officer Murphy.
And your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
He had a badge number.
No, it's bigger than a Publix. A Publix is closer to a Kroger. We have Krogers.
Don't have a badge number. That's
He
pretty
works for
interesting.
Well, he works for the city of
So
Helena.
what would be your command in this?
My command?
Yeah, what is your command?
I don't have a command.
Do you have your training manual in your car?
I'm not required to have my training manual.
But did you go through training? Proper training? Okay, well it says right in there that you, upon request, have to identify yourself by your name, your badge number, and your command.
Did you go through my training?
I know all about the training.
So, but you didn't go through my training.
But all training is that way.
All training.
All,
So what training did you go through?
I mean, I study law.
Okay, so when you were in
I'm not
law,
going to answer any more
on
questions.
the
You have
internet.
no probable cause, no crime has been committed. You're saying I matched some kind of suspect, but you don't have any probable cause or evidence to back up and support your claims. That's pretty interesting, facts. I don't have one. I'm not going to answer any other questions. If I'm not free to go.
Here's the thing. If you lie about the name that you gave us, that's not your full name.
That's my proper name. That's the only legal name that I can go by. Do you understand?
I'm going to tell you this.
And I do not require your services, nor do I wish to join her. Do you understand that?
If you don't give the proper name to avoid a warrant, it's a felony.
That is a proper name. So you just said, based on your testimony, if I don't give the proper name, that is my proper name.
Full name. Using false identity.
And point me out.
Oh, is he finally get arrested? Okay.
Do not consent to any illegal search and seizure. I do not require your services.
The problem is they think all search and seizure is illegal, as opposed to what the Constitution says, which is unreasonable search and seizure, which has been defined quite specifically by the courts.
Nor do I wish to join her nor contract with you in any way.
Yeah.
Go ahead and turn around.
There he goes.
I'm being taken against my will.
Yeah, that's basically what I thought he'd look like.
Hi there, how are you today? We get a call about you.
Me? For
Yeah,
what?
because you're videotaping people leaving the parking lot, so they think it's suspicious.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's
Do you have your license, registration, insurance for this vehicle, sir?
Sorry, have I committed a crime?
Yep.
I've committed a crime?
Yep.
What crime would that be?
Potentially trespassing. I don't know where he's parked, but if it's private property, it could be trespassing. If he's asked to leave and doesn't, don't know.
You being
loitering? I don't know.
Suspicious, so we're
Is
investigating.
that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Overthought says, just waiting for the day we watch one of these things and they go, you know what, you got me, I'm guilty, I consent to being arrested. So all those people in jail did.
Neither of those
If only
two
they knew the secret words.
things.
What's
This
your name
isn't
and
the
badge
US.
number?
62260, Constable Smith.
Now here's the first indication to show he's been watching too many American Auditor videos. Canada does not use the term felonies and misdemeanors. They use indictable, hybrid, summary and super summary.
Oh boy, is this person American in Canada?
Anyway, he's going to be finding that out the hard way pretty soon.
Okay, sweetheart. And what would you like today, cupcake?
Your license,
I need to
registration,
turn this off
insurance
for
for
one
the vehicle.
second. Just my
No,
screen.
not gonna happen.
It is going to happen.
Okay. You
It
tell
is.
yourself that. You can leave me alone, man. I'm here absolutely doing nothing wrong.
You've been called in as a suspicious person, so,
So I
I'm going
haven't.
to...
Have I committed any crime?
I don't know.
Well, you don't. Well, when you figure that out, you let me know. Okay.
Okay, license, registration, insurance, please.
Absolutely not.
So the problem is now you've been called in, so we have to do an investigation.
Yeah, you do your investigation, sir. I'm not stopping you from that. You can do that. What's your name and badge number?
Constable Neufeld, regimental number 6.
All right. So as your officer just explained, he said because I'm filming,
That's
which
what
is
he
my
called you in.
constitutional Canadian Charter of Rights, constitutional. I'm engaged in a constitutional activity. He cannot deem this a crime. If he wants to take it there and escalate it, he absolutely can. But this little cupcake right here ain't gonna do shit.
Dude, come on, the only person escalating things here is you, by misunderstanding the law and confusing the Charter of Rights and Freedoms with the US Constitution. This cop is simply doing his job by asking you for documentation you are legally required to produce. It's not his fault.
I apologize, that bra was just hurting me a lot. Baja, if you're listening, could you bring me some crackers or something? I think my blood sugar is like super low and I do not feel good.
You've been watching too many American Auditors. Oh, and by the way, drop the sweetheart and cupcake thing from your MO. It makes you look and sound like a complete moron. Not that you really needed any help in that department.
No. See,
I rolled down my window to talk to you to let you know that I mean no ill will or no harm. That's it. But you know what? If he's gonna escalate it, then I'm not gonna be fucking nice to you.
But he hasn't. Like,
He has. He just told me that I've committed a crime.
No, I don't.
This little pussy here just told me I committed a crime.
I didn't hear that one, but here, can I try to explain it to you?
You just touched my shit. Do it again. Do it again and see what happens. Get the fucking hand out of my car. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. It's on video. It's on video. You put your hand in my car. I can't step up.
Yeah, he can do that. He's allowed.
Okay, well, you're under arrest for obstruction.
Nope. Get out of here, man. Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't commit no crime, pussy.
You are under arrest.
I don't give a fuck. You can't obstruct me. I didn't do nothing. Get the fuck out of here. You got in my. You put your hand in my car without a fucking warrant. You fucking idiot.
You're
Fuck
under
you.
arrest.
So all he had to do was identify himself, and that probably would have been it. They would have all gone their separate ways, but he was determined to turn this into a circus where he had the part of the clown. Anyway, I guess he posted this video to TikTok in the hope that viewers would side with him. And a few did at first, not realising that this stop happened in Canada, where you cannot refuse to present your ID if you're operating a vehicle. It's like in the UK. Anyway, that didn't last for long, and they were all eventually drowned out by the wave of comments calling him out for his use of American laws. So I don't think we'll be seeing a part 2 anytime soon, but I will keep an eye on his channel just in case he is dumb enough to update us all or attempt this unique strategy again.
That's a quick one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you too. I believe we watched this yesterday a little bit on the patron only stream, but it is pretty good, so I think some of you guys should see this as well. This is probably going to be the last video before I call it a night. So let's, ooh, that's crumbly. So let's take a look.
On August 18th, 2022, police initiated a traffic stop after observing a vehicle with an expired tag. The driver began to record on his phone while the officer explained the reason for being pulled over.
I'm not a driver.
Okay, well, you are driving on the roadways in the state of Florida, so I need your driver's license or your identification.
Florida man!
Like I said, I'm not driving.
Okay, well, I am conducting a lawful stop. You are required to present me your identification, so I'll take whatever identification you have.
Okay, I don't carry identification unless someone's going to pay me for my name. My name is registered as my property on the record. Let me...
Okay.
So
what's your name?
Okay. I'm just recording this for the record.
Nerdy Valkyrie with the $10 tip says, I know you're not doing meme stocks today, but I rarely catch you live, and I wanted to tell you that a former coworker of mine unironically called his GameStop stock his retirement plan. He kept doing it long after the stock lost all value again. Sad. It's actually funny because it's still overpriced. Just not as overpriced. That's a shame, though, really.
I'm not driving or operating a vehicle for hire on the roadways, and my name is my private property, and if you want my name, I'm conditionally accepting your offer just so I can stay in honor so you won't arrest me. So my conditional acceptance for my name to you is you will give me $500 for the use of my name.
Nickel 13, Auburn 1094, please. Sir, you will be arrested if you do not present some type of identification.
Really?
Excuse me?
I said really?
Yes, sir, really.
Why do I need to provide identification?
You are operating a vehicle on the roadways in the state of Florida. Sir, with all due respect, you're behind the in the driver's seat, behind the steering wheel. I've been behind.
And this is in the driver's seat. Now, if you want to try and prove in court that I'm driving or operating a vehicle for hire, then fine, but I'm stating for the record that I'm not driving or operating a vehicle.
Sir, I've been behind you since you were on Babcock, okay? Yeah. You've been in that seat the entire time.
No matter how you word your script from your fraternal order of police, I'm telling you on the record I'm not driving or operating. That's official. I'm on the record. And if you want my name, it's $500 cash.
Okay, go ahead and step out of the vehicle for me.
Sir, I can...
$500 cash. Sorry, I was muted.
Step out of the vehicle.
You can step out of the vehicle for me.
Step out of the vehicle for $500.
Sir, step out of the vehicle. Roll over on your stomach.
Aww.
Hey, sir.
That's a shame.
This time you are being placed.
Thank you for blurring it.
Under arrest. You will be registered as a John Doe until you are properly identified.
But I already said I'm not driving or operating.
Okay, well, yes.
How'd that work out?
Sir, you are.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. This is like the saddest Sobsit video I've seen. He's just like, you know.
I'm not driving or operating a vehicle.
Ma'am, do you have a valid driver's license?
I feel so bad for her because she looks like she's shocked. Like, I don't know if this is a new relationship or if this just hasn't come up, but she seems shocked. It seems like she really didn't know he was into this bullshit until this moment, and it's so funny.
May I see it, please? Thank you.
Can I speak to a supervisor? Because I'm still in honor and you're arresting me, and I'm being fully transparent that I'm not a driver or operator. And if you want my name, I'm conditionally accepting my name.
I also have a request for a supervisor.
Yeah, I've conditionally accepted your offer so I can stay in honor. I'm operating on the honor system. And you're not honoring, now you're in dishonor, and I will prove on the record in court that my name is my property. I've registered it with the county recorder more than 2 years ago. So I hope you're still recording because I have my case number, my filing number, and my
Echo 13 to 5047. Can you come over here, please?
And I was not pulling over. I'm coming here to the printer because they have a print order for me I'm picking up, so I did not pull over.
I need to get...
Yeah, I think this guy got a competency hearing, which I also have, which we can watch at some point. I believe there was a competency hearing after this at his trial or at his arraignment, you know, in the court process, whenever it was. And I think they found, like, they think he's got something going on, which is probably true of a lot of sovereign citizens, but...
Get him into a car. While I try to get him...
Stand up, man.
I can't.
Roll to your side.
$100.
All right, respect your feet for me.
I'm in dishonor. You know you're violating the rules of honor, and I have done nothing wrong.
The rules of honor?
You're going into dishonor. I'll get in the car for $500.
Get rich with this one simple trick.
No, you're forcing me. I'll get in the...
Get in the car.
I already conditionally accepted your offer for money.
Get in the car. Get in the car.
You're assaulting and battering me, and you're violating my rights.
Get in the car.
I conditionally accepted your offer.
Traveling, and they refused to identify himself unless I paid him. It's actually his mom's car, so...
Oh, it's not even his car! I think I missed that yesterday. Gnome Pickles says, "Sit, you are acting in dishonor." Or is it, "Sir, you're acting in dishonor. So here, officer, is my gauge. Sabers at dawn."
Hello. How is your relationship with his mother?
I mean, we know each
amicable?
other.
Like she can give you a ride and all that kind of stuff?
I would hope so.
Okay, no big deal. I just wanted to make...
Kippy says he said that in the most petulant, whiny, bratty child way possible.
Make sure you're comfortable with that too, because I believe she's going to have to come and pick up the vehicle.
And I don't know how she's going to do that, because she would have to drive her car. Have you guys talked to her?
They're calling her now. So, well, do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, he checked.
You can drive her car.
Well, that's what I asked him, and he said
You
no.
can't drive this car, though. The problem is you're not any registered owner of the vehicle or any of that kind of thing.
So
that's interesting.
He shows up.
Could he not give verbal? Whatever.
If she shows up, she can take this car and you can take her car. I know it sounds kind of weird.
I don't know if
but
she'll
it's
let
all
me do that, but...
It's all a possession and with the relationship and things like that.
So we... They took his phone, right? Because I'm thinking that's why she's not answering. She don't know any of her...
Well, I left a message to you. So.
Okay, yeah, we're blowing her phone up.
Do you have someone that can come pick you up?
My sister's on the phone. She's got a broken arm, so she's trying to...
I know it's the mom's car, but she clearly gave him permission. I understand. I get it.
Dressed, and I guess she can come.
Where's she coming from?
We live in northeast Palm Bay.
So not too far.
Like if I were to be able to get a hold of her, like my sister might be able to drive me over.
Sure. Quick question. No, keep your feet in the car. Do not get out of the car. Do you understand me right now?
I'll stay in the car for $100.
Listen.
The negotiating is working, apparently. The cops have got him from 500 to 100. He'll break any day now.
Stay in the car for $100. That's my conditional acceptance to your
How
offer.
is your relationship with your mother?
She's probably sleeping right now.
Okay.
Look, I'll answer all your questions for $100 per question, cash, in writing.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out what we're doing with your vehicle.
Well, you're taking me for no reason. That's not a vehicle.
Why isn't she answering?
I'll answer you guys' questions for 50 bits, so I'm the better deal.
It's not a vehicle.
What can I say? I am cheap.
Well, it's a car. She's 85 years old, and I'll answer all the rest of your questions for $100.
All right, sir. Let's just do it. All right, ma'am. Unfortunately, we are towing the vehicle, okay? We can't get... Okay, no big deal. On ride, we should all be good now, and then once you get picked up, that should be the end.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
The suspect was charged with resisting an officer and posted bond later that same day. His case is still ongoing, but his asking fee has increased to $15 million, according to a letter to the court.
Lovely. All right. Let's see who we're going to raid. Thank you, everyone, who's hung out. I appreciate it. Thank you again for the crazy hype train earlier. Like I said, tomorrow I'm taking a day off. Wednesday, I think I accidentally double booked Wednesday. I think I'm literally supposed to both do a crossover with Rin and... oh, God. And someone else that day. I fucked up, so I'm going to have to reschedule with someone. We'll see what happens. That's my bad. Love you too, Mr. Blast. Let's see who we will raid. The other person is Cassifel, by the way. Did you give me bits? MH Darkbeast said I had to step away earlier and you said this is the last video. Did you watch the Smoking Causes Coughing trailer? No. But we can watch it next time. Just remind me. Okay. Who raid? Squid, Willow. I haven't raided Willow in a while. Alright, have a good night, everyone. See you later. Once this happens, takes 10 seconds. I am so excited to get out of this. Holy fuck. Oh, and remember, next stream will be a maid outfit too, since you guys got to. Oh, if you're from the raid, follow if you haven't. If you liked what you saw. If you're still here, you must have liked something. Alright, adios, everyone. Have a great night. See you guys later.